Change.org. So we got a few things to talk about. Christopher Walken reveals in a new interview with the Wall Street Journal that he avoids some modern technology. The actor currently starring on the Apple TV Plus show Severance has revealed, and I quote, "I don't have a cell phone. I've never emailed or what do you call it, Twittered?" Walken apparently only has a satellite dish at home and watches his show Severance on DVDs. Ben Stiller, who directs Severance, recently revealed that he has a rule banning phones from the set on Severance to limit distraction. So it seems like Walken's ahead of the curve. He said, Ben said, crew have to use phones sometimes to communicate, but for me, I like no phones anywhere near the eye shot of the actors.
He's been this way for a while. Just does not want to use it. There's a handful of people and some high-powered producers in Hollywood, and you'd think they would need that, who don't.
So Stiller says, my least favorite thing is to see a guy hunched down while an actor is acting their brains out and he's scrolling or whatever. So no phones on the set. That is the rule.
His love story with John Turturro is really well done, and it was the last thing I ever expected to see on a TV show in 2025. But John Turturro and Christopher Walken fall in love on that show.
Love it. Will Ferrell is still on a mission to be named People's Sexiest Man Alive. Appearing on the Today Show, he joked about his failed campaign last year, saying, "I got 0 votes." He says he has big plans for 2025. He said, "I think I may need to do a preemptive photo shoot, pay for some billboards around L.A., New York." When reminded that John Krasinski won last year, Ferrell hesitated before admitting, "Okay, all right, I guess, but I don't get it." He also remained insistent that he's serious about the title last year. Speaking of the Today Show, he had declared, "I've never wanted anything more badly than Sexiest Man Alive." He also pointed out that comedians rarely get chosen, saying they never have comedians. Can you think of one? I can't. Even when Today co-host Savannah Guthrie mentioned Paul Rudd had won, Ferrell responded, "Paul's funny, but not there." So he really wants it, is what he says. M. Night Shyamalan, our buddy, has been cleared of all charges in an $81 million lawsuit accusing him of plagiarizing an independent film for his Apple TV Plus series Servant, with the jury ruling unanimously in his favor. A federal judge in Riverside, California, delivered the verdict after a 7-day trial dismissing claims that he plagiarized narrative elements from Francesca Gregorini's 2013 film, The Truth About Emmanuel. Italian-born filmmaker Gregorini alleged that Servant lifted key narrative elements from her thriller. The film follows a woman treating a baby doll as her child, with a nanny enabling the delusion. The indie drama, headlined by Jessica Biel and Kaya Scodelario, made its debut at Sundance, but it flopped at the box office, only pulled in a dismal $226 in Los Angeles.
Jesus Christ.
And a laughable $9 from a lone ticket in Philadelphia. Seeking up to $81 million in damages, Gregorini claimed Servant mirrored her work to a T. But his legal team further dismantled the claims by highlighting the fundamental differences between the two works. Servant is a supernatural thriller infused with Shyamalan's signature eerie suspense, while The Truth About Emmanuel is a coming-of-age drama without paranormal elements. They argued that no one can claim ownership of a storytelling archetype, especially one that has been utilized across decades of filmmaking. The judge dismissed the lawsuit in May, but Gregorini refused to let it go, pushing for a trial that ultimately ended in Shyamalan's favor.
There's a ton of court expenses involved with that. So,
oh, God, yeah.
Yeah, I wonder how they're going to, and he's out for that, not unless the court has ruled that they'll have to cover his expenses for defending himself.
When the jury reviewed Gregorini's film and the first 3 episodes of Servant, they ruled unanimously that no copyright infringement had occurred. Actress Joey King took to her Instagram stories to show off some painful kitchen battle scars. The actress shared photos of burns on her face, chin, and neck, revealing, "I burned myself a few days ago by throwing shallots into a pan of hot oil."
Oh.
And she called her mom for sympathy, but got a hilarious response instead. Her mom said, "See, that's why I hate cooking." Sounds like you can.
I'm with her.
Fans also noticed the Kissing Booth actress ditched her bleached eyebrows. King debuted the bold new look earlier this month for W Magazine's annual Best Performances party. And she also stayed positive by ignoring the internet trolls on TikTok saying, "Guys, I know I look weird. That's the point." and she wanted to try something different.
Yeah, she got. Looking at the picture, she got pretty burned up.
I mean, but I could see that. I've never understood the boiling oil. Like, why? Why even cook with that? Look at her.
Because it cooks things up wonderfully.
Yes, and maybe
you just have to be careful.
And you might get scars all over your face, but
yeah, she heated the oil up way too high and threw the shallots in, and boom.
And even just a little spot on your hand, you're like, ow.
Yeah. We used to have a saying, which was, boy, that's about as smart as cooking bacon with your shirt off. Gwyneth Paltrow has sold her Los Angeles area mansion for a cool $22 million. That has to be a relief for the actress, who had the home on the market almost a year. The original asking price was $29.99 million. So the buyer did get a hefty discount in order to make the deal go through. She bought the house for $9.95 million in 2012.
That's a nice turnaround.
Chris Martin, yeah. So even at the reduced price, she still came away with a very nice profit on that.
I wonder what you compare her acting earnings to the Goop earnings.
Yeah, that's a good question.
I mean, how many vagina candles went into that house?
Yeah, she sold a lot. I like this story. Martha Stewart was once approached to host Saturday Night Live, but she turned them down. To be fair, though, she didn't say no willingly. On Monday's Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, she told the story of getting the invite right after serving 5 months in the federal prison camp in Alderson, West Virginia, after being convicted of fraud in 2005. Do we have a clip of
We
this?
should have the clip of her, yeah.
Casey, if you could scroll down a couple there. This is her talking about that.
I wanted to, and they asked me as I was coming out of Alderson, that camp that I was in for a while, and my parole officer wouldn't give me the time to do it.
Yeah, she said that.
Wouldn't let her do it.
She was only allowed to be out of the house for 8 hours per day, and of course that didn't align with SNL's hectic schedule. But she said maybe someday. Maybe someday.
Watch her documentary on Netflix. It's good.
I got to see that.
It's good.
So Marissa had recommended to me to watch the SNL music special that Questlove directed and produced on Peacock. And so as I was going to bed last night, I turned it on. Guys, I'm just telling you, man, the opening sequence, the first 5 minutes, is so freaking amazing.
Yeah?
And I don't even want to
You don't want to give us any description
I don't want to
of
give
it?
you any description of it, but just the editing.
Better than Avatar?
Yeah. I mean, but you can't really compare the two.
I guess you're right.
You just, even if you just watch the first 5 minutes, it's completely and totally worth it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Done and done. Tom Welling, most well-known for playing Clark Kent / Superman in the TV series Smallville, was less than heroic on Monday night. He was hauled in for allegedly driving under the influence. The actor was arrested in an Arby's parking lot. an Arby's.
I love Arby's.
In Eureka, California, just after midnight on Monday. I was not expecting that.
No.
The local police department picked him up on suspicion of drinking and driving.
So I watched Tom Welling. He and the guy who played Lex Luthor on Smallville, they have a podcast, and I was a fan of Smallville. And it seems like this was just an Arby's misstep. He doesn't seem like a raging alcoholic.
Okay.
All right. Hey, by the way, I have it on, a little birdie told me that Roy Rogers is making a comeback. Did you guys know this?
The actual human?
You know what I've read? I think I had something like that in Connoisseur, that they were going to open up a couple of more, but nothing about around here.
Let me
right
ask
now,
you.
You're just finding it on, turnpikes and stuff like that.
I have to process this now. I do. So you know what, though? Oddly enough, my favorite thing I prefer the Arby's roast beef sandwiches, but I love the Roy Rogers hamburgers.
Yeah. They
were excellent.
There is one at a rest stop on the Northeast Extension. I do know that.
Yep.
So they're out there. You can find them. By the way, no word from the actor's rep about the arrest. Catherine O'Hara made sure that she grabbed pieces of her S's Creek character Moira Rose's iconic wardrobe while evacuating her home during the wildfires in L.A.
Did she lose her home?
No.
Oh.
But they didn't know. They were just
Eugene Levy
evacuating.
lost his house.
He did.
Wow.
So she said, when I was evacuated, I took a lot of them with me. She said, sharing that she brought, is it Givenchy? Is that how you say that?
Well done.
She brought Givenchy boots and this great outfit, a short dress with big round silver sequins from when I was babysitting in the housewarming episode during season 5. She also kept one of Moira's famous wigs from the set. The wig is named Vivienne. adding that when that went with me in the evacuation. She reflected on being really lucky after her home was left untouched by the wildfires, while her co-star and longtime collaborator, Steva, said Eugene Levy lost his properties. She said, it didn't feel right praying for my home to be saved. The Beetlejuice actress added that the least you can do is feel horrible and just try to find ways to help others.
By the way, I got around to watching Beetlejuice over the weekend, the sequel. It's really good. It's a lot of fun. She's fantastic in it. And no spoilers or whatever, but there's a lot more Michael Keaton in the sequel than there was in the original.
Okay.
Obviously, he's the draw. And she's just, I just love her so much. She's so freaking good.
I liked it a lot. And Nick, I did not see that there's a plot twist that takes place that they hid pretty well.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised by that too. And Jenna Ortega is awesome. And it's really well done.
I need to see it. The new docuseries called Spy High. It's got a local twist. It follows the 2010 scandal about Lower Merion School District laptops secretly photographing students on webcams. You guys remember this?
Clearly remember this. We talked about it a lot.
So the show will follow Harridan High School student Blake Robbins, a 15-year-old accused of selling drugs. The evidence was a photograph captured on his school-issued laptop without his knowledge or consent, in which he was holding a Mike and Ike candy that officials claimed was a pill. The incident led his parents, Michael and Holly Robbins, to sue the school district for allegedly spying on students through remote-activated cameras, violating the Fourth Amendment and other privacy laws. Another student, Jaleel Hassan, also sued for similar reasons. The scandal, which was dubbed Webcam Gate, led to months of hostile legal... I know, it's not a very original name. Led to months of hostile legal battles that resulted in the school district paying $610,000 settlement. Robbins received $175,000, most of which was placed in a trust, and Hassan received $10,000. The rest went to paying the family's legal fees. Now, Spy High will bring the spotlight back to this chapter. Mark Wahlberg is an executive producer through his company, Unrealistic Ideas. It'll be a 4-part series. It's going to premiere at South by Southwest in March, and then we'll start streaming on Amazon Prime Video in April. That's
very cool.
Really interesting. So we'll see.
Was it you and I that used to put the tab over the camera? On our
I don't know
computer?
if I did. Maybe I did.
So not this computer, it was an old computer, but the light used to go on when the camera was on, and I had not turned anything on, and the light would be on while we were sitting
You
here.
would complain all the time
"Who's
that your light was on.
watching me?"
If I recall correctly, these were laptops that the school gave out, right, to the students?
Yeah.
And that's how they had the access.
Then Kathy would hear, put your feet up to the computer. All of a sudden a voice just comes out, I want to see your feet.
No, but I mean, it was a computer issued by the company.
By the way, when will we be seeing your feet?
Oh my God, I completely forgot about it. I have it, and Marissa and I were chatting about it, and then the Eagles won, and now we're planning for Super Bowl, and we completely forgot about it. So we're thinking maybe after Super Bowl, not to string this ridiculous thing out.
You don't want to overshadow the Super Bowl with your feet video.
With my feet, right, exactly.
Have you guys gotten a teaser of it?
I've not.
Oh, my God.
Wait,
really?
You saw it?
You showed it to me.
Well, I saw her doing a little shoot here in the studio the other day.
Is it the tub action?
Oh, I did send it to you, yes.
What the hell?
It's I'm just saying, like,
Feet people are going to love this.
we should get 200,000 followers.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
So that was for Instagram when we got
That's
100,000 followers. The motivation for people to sign up and follow was to see a video of Kathy's feet.
That's the way. That's perfect. Yeah, just like that. Hold your 5 head up to the camera.
It's just so funny because, like, I love Kathy, but that does absolutely nothing for me. But I know that there's people out there, they're going to be excited.
I've showed Nick some of the messages I got. They're like, hey, what's your feed account? Like, people think it's serious.
All right, well, I can't wait to see the video. So, Lady Gaga is finally speaking out on the harsh reception for the sequel to the Joker film, Joker Folie à Deux. The Bad Romance singer reflected on the poor reviews, and she said, people just sometimes don't like some things. It's that simple. She started the film as the Joker's love interest, Harley Lee Quinzel, who falls in love with the clown Prince of Crime. The 2-time Golden Globe winning actress added, to be an artist, you have to be willing for people to sometimes not like it. And you keep going even if something didn't connect in the way that you intended.
I think she did a solid job in the movie. It's not her fault. The movie was just tonally, was just weird, you know, I didn't much care for the movie, but she and Joaquin Phoenix do their their best.
It was criticized for straying too far from what fans liked about the first film, and it's got a 31% rating on Rotten Tomatoes.
That was a mistake. It was a slap in the face to the people who liked the first film.
Let's see, just a couple more quick things. John M. Chu is bringing the Places You'll Go to the big screen. Yeah, the Wicked director confirmed on his Instagram story that he will be co-directing an animated adaptation of the Dr. Seuss classic. And he wrote, what a team for my first animated movie. And he added, coming in 28. And the film will feature co-director Jill Colton, known for her work on animations like Abominable and Monsters, Inc. J.J. Abrams directed and produced Star Wars Force Awakens, and music also from EGOT winners Benj Pasek and Justin Paul, known for their work, Pasek, on La La Land and The Greatest Showman. Chu is also staying busy with adaptations of Britney Spears' memoir and, of course, celebrating Wicked's 10 Oscar nominations. So that could be pretty
But he didn't get
cool.
nominated. That's what kills
For director,
me, right?
no kidding.
He got snubbed for that. I mean, that movie's directed like crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot going on there.
Yep.
I don't know how they snubbed him.
All right, and then one last thing. The Jonas Brothers are teaming up with Disney Plus for a Christmas comedy movie coming in 2025 for the holiday season. The movie, currently titled Jonas Brothers Christmas Movie, will follow Kevin, Joe, and Nick Jonas as they try to make it from London to New York for Christmas with their families. The Joe Bros will also be co-producing the movie that will also feature brand new original songs. The trio has a strong history with Disney, having starred in the Camp Rock movies and their own series Jonas. The video announcement gives a nod to the classic holiday movie Love Actually, with Kevin, Joe, and Nick recreating the iconic cue card scene from the 2003 rom-com. So that's what they're playing.
I hope they have a scene of them running through Heathrow.
Right.
That'd be awesome.
All right, actually, one more thing, Steve. You had mentioned the Connors, getting ready to wrap it up. ABC has released a teaser trailer for the show's 7th and final season.
There we go.
With a special 6-episode farewell event. John Goodman, Laurie Metcalf, Sarah Gilbert, and Lacey Goranson all return for the final season as well.
This is the perfect time to wrap it up because it should have ended 3 years ago.
The new trailer features Goodman's Dan Connor showing how strong the family can be through ups and downs, noting nothing can stop us. It will premiere on March 26th.
It's wild to see John Goodman on the series now because he is a shadow of his former self. Yeah.
He's got the veneers as well that kind of stand out.
Got a little Ozempic face going on.
All right, we're ready for clips. In Laws of Man, 2 U.S. Marshals pursue a murderer in the desert of Nevada during the Cold War. And in this clip, Dermot Mulroney, who is used to playing characters that get a bad guy reveal, talks about being the villain from the opening frame.
You're learning what his scheme is and what drives him as the movie continues. But you know right from the start that he's one of the big obstacles in the main character's way.
Wow. You can buy or rent Laws of Man on Apple TV. Here's our next one. Sci-fi film Star Trek Section 31 focuses on the secret division of Starfleet tasked with protecting the United Federation of Planets. Stephen Roygrock portrays Fuzz the Nanakin, who is a creature driving a Vulcan robot. And here, he shares how he found vocality for the two. Here we go.
What if he had a really deep, gravitas voice? So where you see the Vulcan, he's very light and hello, how are you? You know, we just talk every day. But then the Nanokin would be like that, like he would go darker and a little bit more rounder. And like I played, man, I just had so much fun. Shut the f*** up!
Star Trek Section 31.
He sounds like Colin Farrell.
Is streaming on Paramount Plus. By the way, speaking of Star Trek, I've never seen Pierre get as violent as he did yesterday
What the
when
hell was
talking
that?
about Star Trek. He was so angry. He was kicking. See, and then when the mics went off, he goes over to repair what he broke, and things are falling apart on that side of the studio.
He went nuts.
Yeah.
A true Star Trek fan through and through.
Don't worry though, Preston. It's completely fixed.
Oh, is it?
No, he leaned it up against the wall.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. Yeah.
Oh dear.
And there you go. That's what we have in the entertainment report for you this morning. All right, we will do a Fox Good Day hit less than an hour from now. We are going to do some giveaways. Steven Singer himself is stopping by this morning, and he's bringing some musical guests as well. Kyle and Michael will be here. We're going to do Steven and the Singer. It's a contest we did. I don't know if we did it last year or the year before, but we've done it before. It's a lot of fun, and it's your chance to win the Gold Roses. And sometimes Steven brings some added little extra accoutrement.
I'm going to count on it. Do you think this is the shot? Do you think Steven is secretly auditioning for Kyle's Michael McDonald cover band?
Oh, why wouldn't he?
Yeah.
He's such a natural talent. So we'll see.
Perfect asset.
And we have a secret text word. Your chance to win tickets to see Nine Inch Nails Wednesday, August 27th at the Wells Fargo Center. So text word secret to 39333. We are taking a break right now, but we'll be back in just a moment, so make sure you stay put.
Preston and Steve.
Okay, sartorial.
It's what she likes to eat at the food court.
Oh, okay. No. Frequently give fans a double take, generally for their stunning elegance. But some are wagging their fingers at the Duchess of Sussex for the skirt that she chose to wear on the final day of her royal tour of New Zealand, Fiji, and so on.
It was a full cooter shot.
Well,
It was up above her waist.
no, it wasn't. She paired a stunning royal blue Givenchy sweater with a sheer blue pleated skirt. So there was some see-through to it.
Well, you know what? She has.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Yeah, I see it. But she has had a higher than they usually like the skirts worn with members of the royal family, but nothing outlandish. Whenever she's out, but she still looks elegant.
You can see the shape of her panties.
Yes. I mean, that's a little
Does
sheer.
it matter that there are sexy photos of her on the internet to the royal family, do you think? Because, when she did Suits and she did some modeling
There's a whole
stuff,
bunch of it.
Yeah.
And Nick, she had actually just done one prior to this whole...
To meeting Prince Harry.
Yes, and it's excellent.
And the whole family received a portfolio of all of this stuff and said, here's what we're dealing with.
She's a
Are we
beautiful
gonna
woman. who's
If you need me, I'm going to be reviewing these photographs in my chamber.
How long is that going to take?
Wappa. Fwap.
That's it.
The fappening.
Wappa.
By the
That's the
way,
royal family version of fap.
why does this all have to rest on her shoulders? Like, why doesn't she have people looking at her going, yo, dude, I can see your panties?
But she makes the final choice.
Yo, dude, I can see your panties. So the Kardashians won big as well last night. And they had a weird speech. They were trying to thank firefighters and stuff, and they They actually made their win a tribute to the firefighters. And listen, see if you can hash this out. Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
It's been a really rough week in our home in Calabasas, Hidden Hills, and our neighbors in Thousand Oaks and Malibu. Our hearts are broken from the horrific shootings and those who have lost their lives and homes, as well as the hundreds of thousands of us that have been evacuated from the devastating fires that are currently burning. So thank you so much to all of the people that have voted for us. This is such an honor.
Did you make that leap there? Did you make that leap?
Okay.
There's a lot of fire out there, but thank you for voting for us.
Are they dedicating the award?
It gets to that at the end, yeah.
All right.
I'd like to dedicate this win to all of the firefighters, the law enforcement, and the first responders.
Okay, that makes more sense. Okay.
I like to thank the people what put out the fires.
Like, it just doesn't seem very genuine
It doesn't.
ever when it comes from them.
You can see the guys who are really, eating smoke and battling flames up. I got great news, guys! Kardashian win was dedicated to us!
Like, I can just see them sitting around, like, when we win, we should, dedicate to somebody, so it makes us look good.
Listen, I want to tell everyone up there on the mountain, you guys doing a great job. The Kardashians just donated their win to you on a field source war. I just want to carry that into the fire with you.
That's the chief going on the radio to tell all the guys.
Attention everyone, Kardashians just donated their win on the People's Choice Awards to you. So I hope that inspires you to go marching into those flames and that super heat and that whipped up win. No word on Little Women LA yet.
Yeah. No. So the only reason that I might consider something like that is after grooming in my intimate areas, is that the stubble sucks.
Prespo, I'm waiting. One second, honey.
You get a little itchiness for a day or two.
So what do you use?
When it freshly grows
You
back
use an
in.
electric shaver?
Yeah.
That's what I use for
electric
safety,
razor.
yeah. And I like to be shorn tightly for that porn look.
You know.
I just don't. I don't find it hygienic. I don't want to have a knotted. I don't want to look like the legend of Boggy Creek down there.
I only do it like every couple months. Just like, oh yeah, it's getting a little long. So
I mean, I do 100 brushes every night.
Oh, gross.
1 second, I'm like Marsha Brady with her hair pressed,
and the stubble's a bitch, but
in the mirror.
That's the only thing I might consider.
So
why I would consider something.
Press, you get your dogs groomed?
Yeah, we do.
All right. So do you have boy dogs?
Do you let them do your crotch?
Well, because I have 2 male dogs, and they have to like shave their peens and their heinies.
Yeah.
Which I've like.
Did you ask if I avoid the dogs?
No.
I'm sorry. Okay.
No, I was going to say.
You get thrown off by the peens and heinies.
Do you have a boy or a girl?
We did the nails, the teeth, and the peens and heinies.
That's the name of the place, Peens and Heinies.
Peens and Heinies.
Have you guys been? It's on 202. It's called Peens and Heinies.
Come on in.
By the way, I heard Casey on the phone with his groomer the other day, and he was like, so I've been told when I bring my dog back that he's not too calm and that we need some extra help.
I had to get
a big dog.
I had to go and get sedatives for him. I had to go to the vet.
Poor thing.
Dude. And what's crazy about this, and Steve, you can probably attest to this, is that dog is the dog that I want to introduce to strangers because he's so lovely and nice and all this stuff. And the other one,
check out that peen.
But the other dog, who will like literally tear a stranger to shreds, is fine at the groomer, right? Like it's like they change personalities when they get. And my cats were the same way at the vet.
I use the service that comes to the house.
Yeah, I should probably have that.
And the same lady?
It's Avery.
Yeah, I used her. She was good.
Avery's is great, and they show up, and so the whole deal is they get used to going out of the house, step up into the van, which is parked right by your house, right there, and they get it done because otherwise I don't want to have them have a full-blown seizure. And, man, the peen and heiny is great. My dog is peenless, so it's just heiny.
Yeah.
My female.
Yeah, but so somebody was also telling me that a way to sort of combat that, because it's the hair dryer, is to, like, when he's eating, run a hair dryer next to him while he's eating so he doesn't. I know. He's going to never eat again.
Is this the big dog?
This is the big dog.
Yeah. What's the big dog's name?
Reggie.
Reggie.
Yeah.
The dog's huge. Dog is huge and thinks it's a lap dog.
That's the black and white one?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's actually not that big. I mean, he's only 74 pounds. Like, he looks bigger because of his fur.
Preston, you have Yorkies. That's a huge difference.
They're the doodle variety, so they get really hairy. So you have to groom them.
Doodle peen.
Yeah.
Doodle Peen. That was a kid show, wasn't it? Doodle Peen?
Hi, I'm Doodle Peen. On today's adventure, we teach you how to shave your ass. Shave it real good. Doodle Peen. Showing you how to groom your genitals.
Doodle peen, I have an issue right behind my testicles.
Well, it's easy. Use fly strips.
And now another adventure with Doodle Peen.
Man, it can get awful smelly down there.
Oh, my God.
Like a filthy whore.
Hey, we're going to wrap this up. We got to start
wrap it up.
We got to
Hey,
start on
kids,
the road.
tune in next week for another episode of Doodle Peen.
All right. With that, we're going to take a break. Kylie Jenner has been hanging out with Drake.
Oh, great.
This
a month after her split from Travis
This
Scott.
story keeps coming back. Do you think there's something going on between them, or do you care? I'll give you both questions.
Well, I don't care, but most of these stories or most of the comments from quote-unquote sources say that they're just friends. They've known each other for a long time.
I'll tell you what, we talk about the surgical enhancements, and we talk about, the people who overdo it. Whoever, I mean, if you look at Kylie, she's an attractive woman.
Yeah.
And besides the lips, there's she's had a ton of other work done, but nothing where you see all the lines and zippers and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, it's almost like I get mad because it's like you're a billionaire because of what you look like. And that's not what you look like. It's, like A-Rod, is he going to get into the Hall of Fame for baseball because you were juiced up half of your career? So it's almost like your numbers are tainted.
Well, the most clear aspect of the whole hypocrisy of this thing is that what got her over the threshold, what started the Kylie Jenner empire, was the Kylie lip kit, and her lips were surgically enhanced.
Yep. I say to you, Greg.
But is it an indictment of the country?
I'm wearing Kylie lip today.
Oh, I hate you.
I know.
Why?
That actually looks good.
I told you I bought it. Yeah.
I know.
I got it at Ulta. I tried one color, and I like it. It's pretty good.
You're giving her money.
I want my lips to look good. All right,
Yeah. Doesn't
get
even
off
look
my back.
Doesn't look like you're wearing anything.
That's like Kylie genius.
That's what it is. That's what I got. I got kind of like a neutral color.
She is...
It's like the Emperor's New Clothes.
Yeah.
It's like, doesn't even... All right, anyway, got it.
Without all of the surgical enhancements, she's still an attract. She's Delco hot,
She's
right?
cute. Yeah. He's Delco hot?
Yeah.
I think she's just Delco hot.
Yeah. No, I mean, like, she's not Radnor hot.
I see your point.
All right.
Emmy-winning SNL actress Kate McKinnon is set to headline a new series on UCP.
The hell is that? I
don't know.
Is it the Paramount Network?
I don't know.
Is that
the series? It's UCP.
You guys watch UCP?
The series
tonight on UCP.
That's is it? What the hell?
Where's that sound coming from?
Where's that sound coming from?
You know what it is? It's
What?
We said series and it lit up Siri on my phone. Where's that sound coming from? I can't yell that loud right now. My throat hurts too much.
What the?
Well, we have everything you need. Just tell me what you need and I'll hit it.
All right. Well, how about there's nothing on here.
There's nothing on here.
Thank you. So
Universal Content Productions. It's a it's a division.
We here at
Couple. There we go.
This is a sister station.
Couple.
Couple.
Yeah, Cup is the sister station of
Couple.
And its sister station. Couple.
Cup. Yeah, a couple. Couple. We done?
No.
Okay,
Just give it a minute. Give it a minute.
Couple. Have fun.
And instead of the CNN,
Yeah. Couple.
This is
CNN.
Couple.
This is
Do that, Fred.
By the way, Shake Shack,
Yep.
love their burgers, but I might as well eat them while I'm sitting on the toilet because that's how quickly they go through me.
just for some particular reason.
Yeah.
Do you get the special sauce?
Dude, so
He makes the special sauce.
I literally ate it one time, and I was driving home. I ate it by Helium. There's one right there.
Oh, no.
And I ate it,
Oh, no.
and I had to race. Oh my God! I'm trying to get home. I was trying to get home.
Yeah.
And it was late. It was probably like 10, 11 o'clock at night. I can make it. And by the time I got to about Route 1 on 76, I was like, there's no way I'm going to make it. So let me get to the radio station. Quick.
Oh.
Stat, right?
Yeah.
Got to the radio station. Couldn't make it to the fourth floor. I had to dump by outside next to the...
Dude, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Did you take a dump?
You crapped outside of the building?
I had to.
How long ago was this?
This morning.
God.
Kathy,
I
it was either that or in my pants. What do I do?
Sometimes I don't know.
Right? So I had to do it next to the.
Couldn't you at least pick a competing station?
Yeah. Well, no,
I mean,
because
I'm also just so open to tell the story. It's amazing.
Oh, not right away. I had to wait a couple of years before the security footage was deleted. You know? Hey, Kath!
More FM's right over there.
Right.
Well,
Q102 is right down the street.
Q102 is down the street. You crap there.
WMMR.
Thanks, Kath. Man, it was a shocking story hearing about this kid who died after the Eagles celebration over the weekend, climbing a pole, 15th and Market, and fell, hit his head, and a couple days later died from the injuries.
Yeah.
So
sad.
Like the night, the next day, I didn't hear much about it. I heard somebody did fall, and then there was that thing with a car, an accident with that. There were a couple things that took place, but was not expecting to see this. It was just a terrible story.
He was on life support for a while, and they knew it was very serious. And as you've said many times on the air, Preston, Okay, that may not seem like that high, but he hit his head.
Yeah.
And that was it.
Oh, you can be like 5 feet off the ground and have that happen. And that's why, occasionally somebody will, get punched and knocked out and then they hit their head on the ground and it kills them.
Yeah.
I mean, we're fragile. We are fragile beings. The New Orleans police have warned ahead of time, don't climb the poles in the French Quarter. And they said that the poles are quite old and they can actually kind of topple over.
Yeah.
And so they're issuing a warning already for this. But man, whenever I am like putting up Christmas lights or something like that on the ladder, I still get pretty damn nervous. And that's just going up, maybe 8-10 feet or something along those lines.
Well, because you hear stories. I mean, honestly, it can be 2 or 3 feet, as you say. It doesn't matter. It's now what surprised me, in this story and a lot of the stories, there's usually like a crowd around, and like.
Yeah, and you're almost thinking like
somebody will get me,
like a stage dive.
I think during the actual parade for the win, didn't somebody climb up? Do you remember that story? And they got injured, but it wasn't fatal. But along the parade route.
Yeah.
But it's too precarious. I understand that. I'm pretty good with heights up on ladders, but I'm like, man. Even if you're changing the batteries in your smoke alarms at home and you get up on a step stool, it's a little freaky.
Well, and the other thing about climbing stuff is not thinking about how you're going to get down. Yeah. Because
I did that constantly when I was a kid.
Coming down is way harder.
Oh, it is.
I think. Anyway.
Yeah.
And I've gotten stuck in a tree. I remember my kids getting stuck in a tree and having to go up there and get them because you're like, this is a different story.
How did I come up here? Yeah.
I don't often remember my dreams. When I do, they're reoccurring dreams and I have the same one. And one of them is me being up somewhere and I can get up there, but I can't get down. And it's the fear of having to come down and the difficulty. It's been like, I've been like on a mountain, hiked up, but now I can't hike down because the hike up was so difficult. Same thing with a ladder, a bridge. Like it's coming down for whatever reason that has me with anxiety. But it's one of those dreams where I wake up and I feel that anxiety.
Yeah, sure. Your heart rate's up and all that. Yeah.
The most disorienting feeling, and I've seen people do it. In fact, I was cracking up. My friend was trying to come down from the, he was up on the garage, and he had a ladder off to the side. To see that foot placement in the back where you're trying to hit the top step.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's like, no, that's not right. No, I'm not on it completely. And it scares the hell out of you.
Yeah, being up on a roof and then climbing back down, trying to get that first step onto the ladder. You're like, is my foot there? And I know it's freaky. We got some calls coming in. I'm going to go to Joe. Hey, Joe, good morning.
Good morning, guys.
Hey,
First time, long time.
Hey, thanks, Joe. I appreciate it. So I see here you have a story where you at a championship climbed a pole.
Well, what happened in 1980 when the Phillies won, we were all watching the game in my basement in Mayfair, and I was drinking elephant beer, which was very strong.
Elephant beer?
Elephant beer. It's like a malt liquor.
Right.
Yeah. But anyway, so we made our way up to Cotton in Frankfurt, and I saw that my friends had climbed the Beneficial Bank building on the corner. I was not to be one up. So
hold on, Joe. Your friends climbed a building?
Well, they got up on the roof of the Beneficial Bank.
Okay.
I don't know how they got up there. It was like 2.5 stories.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay. So I decided to climb the traffic light pole. And I made it all the way to the top, and just the traffic light that goes over Frankfurt Avenue.
Oh, my God.
And I started to climb out, and as I was climbing out, people were like winging bottles and cans out.
So you get to the top of this pole, and now you're going to try to climb out on the horizontal pole that goes out over the... Oh, my God, you're out of your mind.
I made it halfway out, and I said, I better go back. And I couldn't make it back because the boom got bigger as you go towards the main pole.
Yeah.
And I fell.
You fell from that, what's that, about 15 feet, 14 feet?
It's almost 2 stories, whatever it is.
Oh, my God.
It's more like 20 feet.
And that traffic light is still there, by the way. Anyway, I fell on my right foot, and I had to be taken to the hospital, and I was in a cast for 2 weeks. I was so lucky that I didn't hit my head, and my condolences goes out to that family.
Yes, absolutely.
To this day, every time there's a championship, my phone lights up. Where's Joe? Where's Jody?
Oh, my God.
And then they started greasing the poles after that.
Okay. All right, so you were one of the instigators. Man. How old were you at the time, Joe?
I was 20.
Okay, so in the age range of this, this poor kid that passed away, what did your parents have to say when they found out how bad you got hurt?
They were flabbergasted, but, I was Crazy Joe,
Crazy Joe.
Yeah. All right, thanks, Joe. Appreciate the story.
All right, guys.
Take care.
When my dad was in his 20s, he climbed to the top of the George Washington Bridge in New York, the peak, and did a handstand.
Oh, my God.
He made it down, obviously.
Did the cops bring him down, or did he do it were they unaware?
No, the cops were not involved. He got up, did his handstand, and got down before anybody came to.
No pictures?
Hundreds of feet, probably?
Yeah. Way up there.
We drive over it, and I look up knowing this story about my dad, and I get scared.
Everyone hates that bridge.
God, I want to party with your dad again.
I have I think I've shared this story with you guys on air before, but I have a family friend, and they were skiing one time, and they were on the lift, and his daughter started to fall. Like, it was one of those lifts where there just was not a lot of protection. What do you call it? Like a T-lift or whatever?
Right.
And
T-bar. Yeah.
T-bar, thank you, Preston. And so she started to fall, so he had to position himself underneath her. The lift continues to go up, and then he realizes, I'm not going to be able to hold her. All of this is happening within just a matter of seconds.
Yeah.
And so he realizes, if I'm going to save her or protect her, I have to fall before her so that I can, like, kind of cushion her fall. So that's what happened. And they were 25 feet up. And
25 feet?
Yeah, and fortunately, they ended up being okay, although he shattered his leg in a million different pieces.
Whoa.
But he was able to buffer her fall in a way that was maybe saved her life.
He made the right call. They were on snow, obviously, right? Yeah,
but I mean, like, even on
still
snow,
25 feet.
You're going over rocks. You don't know what's underneath the chairlift, So, yeah, it's just
And it's
terrifying.
patter.
I told you this story. You get nightmares. You get chills thinking about it. It was the Fireman's Fair. I'll never forget. It was the Fireman's Fair in East Northport. And I got on this rickety ride. I wanted to go on it so bad. And it was the, what is it, like the octopus with the spinning, right?
Yep.
So I'm in the one car, and as it starts to go, I'm by myself. I noticed that the bar that's holding you in is loose, and it opens up like halfway.
Yeah, that whole thing, that whole front end opens up, right?
It doesn't completely open up, but it opens up.
Oh, no.
And I'm screaming. I literally...
Look at that guy. He's having a blast up there. Oh, my God.
No! I'm dying!
Oh, it's
Oh,
okay.
my God.
I know it's scary, but you're having fun.
And I'll have nightmares about that. And I remember thinking I easily could have been thrown across the street into my favorite movie theater as it was. But it was one of those things when, like Joe was describing, when you're out. There's an adrenaline that takes place when you're climbing.
Yeah.
And then when you get to the place, you're up there, and then now you've had a moment to think about it.
Yeah.
That's when the fear sets in.
Yeah. I want to go to Sean because he had a fall at an Eagles game. Hi, Sean. Good morning.
Hey, Jersey Black Rock.
Jersey Black
Rock. Thank you, Sean. That one needs to be dusted off. All right, what's up, bud?
Yeah, so this is about like 20 years ago. I did tickets for Eagles for a while, and we were going on the away trips, usually like Washington, because we get a whole shuttle bus together. So we all get down there, and they put you in a different lot. It was like the FedEx field. They put you in a lot with all the other buses.
Yeah.
So we're in this Greyhound bus with a whole bunch of us, tailgating before the game, the night game, and so we're getting pretty toasted. Someone had a great idea to get up on top of the bus. So we all get up on the bus through a little like escape hatch, and the bus driver started screaming, "Get down, you're going to collapse it." And I go, "All right, let's just jump to the other one." And someone goes, "All right, you first." Now, whenever someone says you first, just for all you kids out there, don't do it.
Yeah,
so,
right.
Yeah, that's just hindsight.
Yeah.
So I go to jump to the other bus, and I like Superman it, and the tops are kind of rounded. And they're probably like 5 or 6 feet apart. And I kind of overshot it and rolled off the top of it and just fell straight down the asphalt on my side.
Oh, man.
Right next to a couple that was like making out. I almost landed on top of them.
Oh, my God.
And just, totally like destroyed me. I couldn't breathe. But then everyone starts picking me up and like chanting me and carrying me around. And I couldn't breathe. It was horrible.
Oh, wait a second. They're like hero hoisting you around the lot?
Yes. Yeah, they called me Superman the rest of the day. It was brutal.
Oh, my God.
And you're trying to breathe.
Yeah. And then I went into the game, and that was a bad idea. Then when I got home, I went to the hospital, and they told me that my spleen was coming out of place, had a cracked rib, and a little safer, a little blood in the urine. Everything else worked out well.
Okay. Wow.
Jesus.
But
that same year, someone died down the pit from falling off a bus.
Oh my God! But you damaged your spleen, so that could have just a little bit more, and it could have been way worse.
Oh yeah, it was bad. Yeah.
Well,
alcohol
Thanks, Sean.
obviously is never a good element when you're trying to do this. But I mean, just in general, so they grease the poles. But I've seen people have climbed grease poles before.
Well, but did they? There's a question on whether or not they greased the poles.
No, this time, there's a question about whether. Yes, you're exactly right, Kathy. We don't know if these poles were greased. And again, this horrible tragedy with this young man. But the like in New Orleans, I know what they're talking about. You know, those poles are they're antiques.
Yeah.
Sure. By the way, there were in the post that the police had issued in New Orleans that says "Don't climb the poles." There are some comments that are like, "Oh, well, that's just going to make people do it." But what do you do? Not?
Yeah.
You don't say anything?
Right.
I mean, clearly you have to make an effort to try to keep people from doing this. And listen, if there's a celebration, if we have a reason to have a big celebration in a week and a half or so, just don't climb the poles. I mean, it's...
Just stop it.
Come on.
Let's just be adults.
But you can really get hurt bad. There was another video of somebody else climbing a pole that I saw where, I don't know, I don't think it was the same one of the guy who died, but he reached out and grabbed those flags that they have hanging from the sides of them and is holding on to it, and then that ripped and the guy fell down into the crowd, and then I never saw what ended up happening to him.
What was the story with remember it was here, again, it was on Broad Street. They jumped up on a bus enclosure, bus stop. And they jumped up on the top of it.
And it broke.
And it shattered. Collapsed through,
I remember that. Yeah. I don't know, but I think you're right, Steve, with that analogy of like the crowd will catch you, almost like stage diving.
Yeah.
And that, no.
No, in fact, the guy who called in, the crowd was throwing bottles and cans at him.
To get him down. Let me go to, we have some other people that have climbed things and realized they got themselves in a bad way. Although we have Craig, who's a lineman for the county, who's on the line. And hang on, Craig, we're going to maybe get a little music to lead you in with, because I mean, how can we not? You're a lineman, and
he's still on the line.
Hi, Craig, you're on the air.
Hey, guys. First-time caller, long-time listener, and thanks for that, guys.
Oh, of course. We just wanted to make you feel welcome. All right, so you're a lineman. You've been doing this for how long?
I've been in the trade for about 20 years.
And it's a common, danger for you guys.
It is a common danger. I mean, we do have a lot of safety factors in place and a lot of, training that goes involved while climbing these poles. You guys spoke earlier about the poles in the French Quarter. I've done work down in Louisiana, and I can tell you guys, you're absolutely right. I mean, they just snap
at
the base of the pole.
They will snap at the base of the pole.
It snaps at the base of the pole where the water sits, and it's in the dirt right there. And even though these poles are treated, they only have a certain amount of lifespan if they're installed improperly. So we've had our fair share of broken poles, and we call them actually, when you fall off the pole, we call it cutting out.
Cutting out?
When you're cutting out, it's when your gaff actually is not dug into the pole correctly, and you go for a ride.
Wow.
So advice to heed, stay off, regardless, as you said, Preston, we don't know what's going to happen, but if it does go the way we want it to, stay off those poles.
It's like your daughter. Stay off the pole.
Stay off the pole.
Keep her off the pole. Craig, question. Have you heard of or known people who have lost their lives in your industry because of a fall?
Yes. I've had a few people that I've worked with get severely injured, and every so often there is an unfortunate fatality, which, it kind of hits home to us because that's our living. That's what we do. So we always really push safety and teamwork's involved too, because it takes a team of us to do what we do.
So you'd be obviously aware. We talk about this all the time. People think, well, you got to be up 30 feet, you got to be up 35 feet. You can be just a couple of feet, and it can be a lethal fall. Correct?
That's actually my first time I fell. I wasn't quite as high as, I would say, no higher than about 30 feet, Steve. And, I mean, I went for a ride, and it actually wasn't the fall that got me, but it was riding the pole down and having the splinters kind of stick up in my arms and in my neck.
Oh, man.
And the process of that, removing that, and the infection, it was god-awful. Short story, we went to climbing school with a kid that we actually wound up calling Woodlip because during our climbing test, he cut out, and his lip hit the pole, and he had a splinter pierce through the labret of his lip into his mouth.
Oh, my God. I don't even know what a labret is, and that's freaking me out.
It's the mouth labia.
Mouth labia?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's close enough.
Yeah.
So I assume you're talking about the meat down by the gum is what you're talking about, correct?
That is correct, Steve. That's correct, yes.
And you guys, just to make this guy feel better, you called him Woodlips.
Oh, yeah. It's just sort of rite of passage.
Sure,
You
yeah.
make a mistake, and we give you that nickname. But
And then people go, well, he had wood in his lip.
Yeah.
So, man, I didn't even
how'd you
think
get
about
the name Wood?
Yeah, I had wood in my lip.
Yeah.
Preston, did you even think about the thought of sliding down one of those wooden poles? There's splinters and wood chipped all over those things.
I can't think about it.
Yeah,
Holy Christ.
Yeah, we need to stop this phone call now.
Yeah.
Craig, thank you, buddy.
hey, real quick, can I give a shout out to all the IBW 126 right hands working today?
Of
You got it, bud. You got it, man. We'll give some love and some gas.
I'll give you a Shart.
To them.
There you go.
Thanks, brothers.
All right, thanks, Craig.
safe.
Take care,
Thanks,
bud.
guys.
Yeah, and everybody stay safe for sure. Let's see. Let me go to Ed. Hi, Ed. You are on the air. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Good. What's happening, Ed?
Back in the, I got a story from back in the early '80s. There's a concert on the Parkway. There's a Beach Boys and Jimmy Page. You guys are broadcasting on the scaffolding. So me and a group of my friends, we climbed the scaffolding, and when Jimmy Page came on to play, we were so excited we started shaking the scaffolding.
Oh my God.
And Jimmy Page came on the microphone and said, "We're not going to play anymore. We're going to stop playing until you guys from the scaffolding come down."
Wow. So you got called out by Jimmy Page for being an idiot.
Does anybody remember idiots?
Yeah, it's one of them days. Yeah, it's great.
One of them days. It was great, wasn't it, Ed? Yeah. All right. Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
These morons are climbing the scaffold.
Oh, my God. Wow.
Yeah, I've seen that happen. You have those riggings at concerts,
dude.
There've been stories.
So in the earlier days of Pearl Jam, and Nick, you know this all too well, Eddie Vedder would climb anything and everything. And I was at the Lollapalooza. What was that? 92, somewhere around there. It was the second year of Lollapalooza, and so I'm at Riverport Amphitheater in St. Louis, and the opening band was Pearl Jam. And we had seen, the live videos.
Sure,
We've
yeah.
seen Eddie do the climbing and stuff like that. Well, sure enough, man, at some point in the show, he goes to the very back of the shed. It's like the Freedom Mortgage Pavilion. And he starts climbing up the post, and goes all the way up to like where the catwalks are in the roof. And I'm like, you're out of your mind, man. And we're watching video right now of him hanging like 20 feet in the air above at a fairly small concert venue. And, dude, he was out of his mind with that stuff.
This brings up the perfect opportunity to give a shout out to Stephen Flo, who is a wrestler in Australia. And he comes out to Pearl Jam music, climbs up the ropes. A lot of people have sent this to me over Instagram. But I've never heard of a wrestler named Stephen Flo until now, and I think it's the greatest. And this dude comes out dressed in grunge, early 90s, Pearl Jam era, goes to the top ropes and jumps off. And it's just a brilliant promotion.
Oh, my God, that's great. He's wearing not only a flannel shirt, but he's got another flannel shirt tied around his waist.
Stephen Flo.
And he looks a little bit like Eddie.
He does.
Oh, that's brilliant. Stephen Flo. Oh, that's excellent. I love it. Let me see. I will go to, let me go to Pete. Hi, Pete. Good morning.
Good morning, guys. How are you?
Good, man. What's going on, buddy?
Well, I have just two false stories. One, I fell off my own bus at the Philadelphia Folk Festival. The other one was falling off a roof up in Boston, 60 feet in the air and landed on the driveway.
60 feet and you fell onto the driveway. How do you survive that?
By consciously going over. if I had slipped and not known where I was on the roof itself, I could have gone over face first, feet first, any number of ways. And my foreman wanted to pull me out of the hole that I was in. I was spraying down a liquid roof. And if the fitting had gone, 4,000 PSI, 6 gallons a minute, I didn't stand a chance there. So I threw the gun, yelled at my foreman, Milt, to call the cops, and off I went.
So so to escape this high pressure situation that you had up on the roof, you made the decision to jump off the roof at 60 feet up.
Yeah. It was either controlled or non-controlled.
Okay, I get it. So when you hit, what happened?
Exploded both heels, one in 13 pieces, one was in 11.
Oh, my God.
Split the ankle in half, cadaver bone and screws, and the back damage was nominal.
So, Pete, let me ask you this. You make the jump, and working up, did you work regularly on roofs and things like that?
40-some years.
Okay, so you probably had a semi-plan. If I ever need to jump, here's probably what I'm going to do. Try to land on your feet and roll or something like that?
I was kind of hoping I was going to hit the grass on the other side, but I kind of missed.
So when you go down and when you're on your way down, like I would probably passed out.
I think
from
I would
fear
have. Yes,
on the way down.
Terrifying.
But you make it all the way down. Did you have kind of a plan to minimize your injury?
Well, I was trying to roll out of it.
Yeah.
Like land and roll, but
It probably saved your life.
Yeah, without a doubt. My foreman's still mad at me because he thought I could
On the way down, did you have time to grab a snack?
60 feet, sure.
Yeah, a cup of coffee, please.
Right.
So you yelled to your foreman, call the cops, because at the end of this, they always say it's not the fall, it's the landing that's the issue. Yeah.
Hey, Pete, do you remember, this is a stupid question, but I'm just wondering how quickly shock settles in, like the pain that you felt on impact?
The sound sounded like a home run in Fenway Park.
Oh, my God.
It was so loud. I just kind of screamed a little bit, and then it was like the cops were instantly there. I guess there was a station right nearby.
Wow. So your body kicks in, though. It's a natural way for your body to react. Your system gets flooded with the chemicals are going to try to delay at least a little bit of the pain surge. Did you have?
Without a doubt.
So that happened. That's what you experienced, and then it all came rushing in at once.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
Pete,
the guy tried to cut my boot off, and being a lifelong skier, I went to hit him because I thought, if you skied, you know that if you've broken your ankle and you cut the boot off or take the boot off prematurely, it lets all the blood in, and
it kind of holds
what's cut.
It holds it together until you can get to the medical staff. Pete, what are your lingering long-term effects from that happened?
I'm more than likely going to lose my left foot.
Oh my God!
Wow.
It's been 25 or 20 years.
And you still clearly have real problems with that.
It can, once it acts up, it takes me 3 or 4 days to get the swelling down and to be able to get around.
That's incredible.
Wow. All right. Well, thanks for sharing the story, Pete. Hope things go well for you.
Wow.
Appreciate
it. Guys, have a great day.
Oh, that's right. That's what it sounded like.
Could you imagine?
By the way, this conversation is a cautionary tale. And I know we may have a very big reason to celebrate very, very soon, but don't climb things. And I know you've got this huge crowd of everybody's excited and you want to get up and you want everybody to see you and you be the focus of attention and you're leading the cheer and all that stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
It is not worth it.
Think about the from the absolute joy of this victory, Case. They climbed up there and in a moment, and he was not crazy, and apparently just wonderful things about this young man, and then it turned on a dime.
That's the first thing I thought of was this guy's in the height of joy.
Yeah.
And then boom, in an instant it's gone.
All gone. Yeah. And all of this stuff has always made me nervous. Even in my younger days and stuff like that. I remember at college parties, man, my fraternity, these guys love to do stair dives, and I'm like, dude, please don't. You know what I mean? Like, here I am, like 20, 21 years old. I'm like, guys, you're going to get hurt,
I have visions of that happening in my fraternity house as well, and guys that had to go to the hospital. Look, I've done it. I jumped into bushes. I'm a freaking tree man from Groundhog Day at Punxsutawney because I thought it'd be fun and funny to climb up that tree. And at the time when I was 21, it was fun and funny. But I just like when I saw the story when you texted it to us last night, Casey, all I could think about was this kid's parents, and just how awful it is.
Yep.
Same.
By the way, text came in and said, interesting, no female callers yet. They usually don't do things like this.
Oh, you know what? Somebody actually said something to me because I was constantly, when Jace was little, just climbing little things. Be careful, be careful, be careful. Watch yourself. And they were like, you're scaring him. Like, stop saying, stop always saying, like, be careful, watch yourself, don't get hurt,
Do more activities.
We're not climbing anything.
Nah, we did the same thing. We did the same. I got nervous when the kids would climb up on anything when they were younger because I just know it doesn't take much.
Yeah.
What you think of, and you live long enough, and I've lived almost 200 years now. You realize those moments and you reflect back on those moments where it was just 1 second.
Yeah.
1 second changed everything. So, to your cautionary warning, Preston, yes, everything's we're in a wonderful place right now, but don't let, if anything, let the legacy of this young man, be that he will keep people from injuring themselves likewise.
Yeah. All right. Listen, I apologize to those of you who are on the phone that we didn't get to go to.
I apologize.
Marty climbed a water tower and wrote his name and a girl's name on the side. She was upset about that afterwards. So, Marty, it's been on hold for a while. I appreciate it, but we're not going to be able to get to your call. And Chris took mushrooms for climbing a tree, and they kicked in at the top an hour and a half later.
Oh, my God.
It took him that long to get down. So you never know.
Yes.
When you're climbing up, you don't think about coming back down and how difficult that is. But thank you for your calls. We appreciate it. We are going to take a break. We'll come back in a second. Bizarre File stories are on the way, and we'll go live on Fox. Good day, so stay put.
Preston and Steve.
The story does get a little bit better.
Funny.
How could it?
But could you have imagined had he been stopped at another radio station simply because it was an emergency?
Yes.
Right.
Local broadcaster in a clear attempt.
Like a superintendent of a school.
Right, exactly.
Right?
He would have been raised to heroic levels here.
Now, how does the story get better?
Oh, man. I think I'm just going to end it there.
No. You started down the path.
Just say it quietly so we can't hear.
All right, I'll just whisper it.
They're not listening.
So I had to
smeared it on someone's car.
I had to leave it there in the grass.
Yeah.
I couldn't take it with me.
Right.
Oh, you didn't want to take it with you?
No. I couldn't. So what
You
ended
take
up.
your dog for a walk.
So,
I left it there.
all right. So a little bit did end up in my underpants. So I had.
That was just like a bingo.
So I had to put. Luckily I had. Nobody can hear this, right?
Right, no,
All
we're good.
So luckily I had all these T-shirts in the back of my car.
Did you fashion a makeshift underwear?
I literally wore a pink T-shirt as underwear on the drive home. Oh no! It gets better. Okay, so then I'm on my way home and I'm thinking, there is like T-shirts and poop and all this stuff next to the building. All right, so I can't. Like if security goes and they see that on Monday, they're gonna go, well, who pooped here?
And look at security.
And they're gonna look at security and they're gonna see me like all ashamed, crouching next to my car. So on Monday, I came back to work with a giant trash bag and I had to like collect it all.
Oh my God.
And then throw it in the dumpster.
So he cleaned his spot.
Yeah, I cleaned my spot.
hate you.
I hate me too, Kathy. When I got home,
And this was all because of what?
freaking Shake Shack.
No, Shake Shack.
No, not Five Guys. Don't you?
They're
talk bad about-
fine.
Yeah, they're fine.
Where in the building was it?
On the over at the loading docks.
Well, you unloaded.
Yeah, I had to go. What's that?
Why didn't you come inside?
He couldn't get in.
I couldn't make it. I couldn't make it.
Yeah.
I do. Believe me. I'm not. This is not a proud moment here, Kathy.
Yeah.
Though you would assume it could have been a proud moment.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm glad you came back, and that's noble.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it wasn't necessarily noble. It was self-preservation.
The last thing you wanted is that footage to end up. But what's worse, the footage of you doing it or the footage of you collecting it back up in the bag?
They watched both and they were like, okay, well, he came back and cleaned
we'll erase this.
All right, so you should eat your hamburger upside down.
On the toilet.
That's what we got.
That's all. That's all I noticed. I didn't. There's
Notice
That's it. I can't top that.
No, it ends there.
I will not be able
Like
to.
a derailing train.
Right.
So nobody heard that, right?
Nobody heard that. So let me go to here and more broken ribs. I have. It says Walper. Is your name Walper?
Walter.
Honestly, wouldn't you at least say
Walter?
Is this Judge Wapner calling in?
You got a nickname now, Walter.
Oh my God!
Yeah, you hear what happened to old Walper.
That's not even a mistype. I'm looking at the T and the P are like nowhere near each other on the keyboard.
Walper.
Name's Walper.
Let me get that straight. Your actual name is Walter. And what happened to you? So what happened to you, Walter?
All right. Well,
all right.
I've broken my hand. I've fractured all my ribs.
Were these fights over your weird name, Walper?
It's not my name.
His guy's name's Walper. I'm gonna punch you.
But at least you got a great nickname today.
Walper.
Well, hang in there, brother, okay?
From Touchstone Pictures, the inspiring story of a man named Walper. I've seen him. He's got some medical issues, but the worst thing is his name is Walper. And then a young therapist came into his life. Hi, I'm Kathy Romano. We're going to change that P to a T.
Simple as that.
And then his life turned around.
I'm the head of a Fortune 500 company. And I can do the saber dance.
That morning show's not making fun of me anymore.
Oh, man. A little while back, I had this idea. If we were to cast WMMR, the movie,
Yes.
who would play who? And we
That's
went
right.
down a list of people, and we had people suggest, and we eventually narrowed down the cast of the WMMR movie.
What celebrities would play?
Exactly. And playing our program director, Bill Weston, John O'Hurley was the overwhelming
You were the overwhelming choice.
Yes.
Well, that's interesting. I was hoping he'd have higher standards.
So to understand Bill Weston, he has a bit of your delivery. He is somewhere between Peterman and Ted Knight. So and that would be right, and that would be the deal. So
we figured we'd come up. Actually, Steve did come up with some lines that might be indicative of Bill.
These are things that he has said in various forms.
And we're calling this the Bill Weston story. Soup. There it is. He hates soup. It's a long story.
So a lot of this is very inside.
Do we have any soap opera music, which would?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay. If you wouldn't mind, give us a couple of Bill Weston lines. That'd be wonderful.
Here we go.
Okay.
Preston, try to refrain from mentioning on air that you occasionally use Band-Aids. It makes you sound privileged. I just saw the most amazing thing while driving in today. Firefighters were collecting donations at various intersections. Is that a Jewish thing? So last night, I was jarred awake from my slumber by a horrible nightmare. Both Preston and Steve were there in the studio, sitting on horses and eating soup. What say we file that one under who gives a crap? Oh, that recently widowed quadruple amputee was a terrible guest. She didn't bring the ha-ha.
Perfect. And last one.
On today's show, you had the Pope driving in a go-kart, you solved the John Benet Ramsey case, and you raised Kurt Cobain from the dead. I'd give it a C+.
I couldn't have asked for better.
My God, that was absolutely perfect.
Yep. I am nothing like that. All of that stuff is taken out of context.
My God, it's like looking at
It's like, by the way, the interview, I'll give it a B+.
B+.
No, that was terrific.
Oh,
thank you very much. And for playing along with
absolutely.
I don't know, you're reading
Gold. It's gold, Jerry. It's gold.
All right, we're gonna have to probably pay a retainer to use that. So no drops. We're not gonna use those as drops. But thank you very much. That was a great interview.
By the way, who was the singer who did that ghastly song, Pina Colada?
Oh, Rupert Everett. Or wait.
Rupert Murdoch.
Everett.
Rupert Murdoch. No, it was Rupert.
Rupert Everett, wasn't it?
I think
Not
you're
the
right.
guy from Harry
No, Rupert
Potter?
Everett's an actor.
Yeah.
Who the hell am I thinking of? I'm way off.
Oh, don't play it. Oh, it makes me ill.
I love
in
the
song.
rain.
I detest
What's his, Rupert
every
Holmes.
second of
Rupert
it.
Holmes. Rupert Everett is the actor.
I rarely would beat up on a song. This song makes me want to vomit.
Midnight.
Oh, stop it!
In the dunes of the Cape.
Wait, why do you hate it so much?
It's hideous. It's first of all, he says, my lady. You know, my lady. We got some problems with my lady, my old lady. You know, and then I'm going to look in the newspaper and hook up with some chick. And
This would definitely be yacht rock.
The same my lady, and the same chick is hooking up with me that I was trying to get away
I'm
from.
just surprised because it's very Buffett-esque, and
It's
you
not
are such a
Buffett-esque.
huge
It's
Buffett
ghastly.
fan. Okay.
It's ghastly.
Actually, Jimmy Buffett has said this is a perfect song.
He has not. He has not.
Pierre, it's all rock and roll.
See?
Yeah, isn't it all rock and roll? Isn't it all rock and roll?
All right.
Oh, man.
Turn myself against me. Turn.
It is about having an affair. Like he's trying to set up an affair, and his wife is trying to set up an affair.
Rock and roll.
When you listen to the lyrics,
this crap.
it's pretty messed up.
All right.
That's the great thing about rock and roll.
I'll stand.
You're into, as long as it's not Rupert Holmes, because that's crap.
See, the danger on this program is to reveal any vulnerability, and then it will be immediately seized on.
My friends are over at Preston and Steve, everybody over there. The Gloucester City School District announced they're going to be on a 2-hour delay the Monday after the Super Bowl so the kids can stay up and watch the game, right?
Right.
And then I'll be all groggy on the 10th, February 10th, that Monday. So, Preston, what say you?
Take the whole week off. I think they're going to need it. I mean, listen, come on. How often does this happen, as we know, you know?
May I ask something, though? The Super Bowl, the game technically is over by when, usually?
10:30, maybe?
No. The after...
Isn't it like 11?
No, it's more like 10:30
Well, it
because
starts at 6:30.
All right.
More. Listen, normal football games last about 3 hours, but the Super Bowl will last a little bit longer because of the halftime show, the commercials, and all that. So, I think 10:30 is the safest.
And then if you get a victory, there's another hour after that, and so there's a lot going on.
Well, this goes back to the old thing about the whole Sunday thing. And Preston, you've been an advocate. Move it to Saturday. Is that ever going to happen?
Saturday.
Probably never. Right? You agree, Mike, or no?
I agree. Make it on a Saturday, and I know people don't like change, and it's Super Bowl Sunday. But 5 years after we start it, we'll have accepted it, and it'll be Super Bowl Saturday.
It's history. Why are games on Sundays anyway?
It's because of ratings.
NFL games.
They're saying the Super Bowl, they won't change it solely
We didn't have
because of the
anything to do.
ratings that they get on Sunday.
And Alex, college football games are on Saturday, so NFL games are on
True,
Sunday. Listen, they added another game to the schedule for all these professional teams. What they could have done is added another bye week if they really cared about their players' safety and all that stuff. And if they added another bye week, then they can move things back, and then this could line up potentially with President's Day weekend where people would have off on Monday anyway, but they don't do that because they don't care about the viewer.
But the ratings thing, like everyone watches the Super Bowl. Won't we just move to whatever day it's on?
I know, your ratings will be even higher.
Agreed.
That's what I'm thinking.
Absolutely, because the people who are holdouts who never do it are more inclined to say, you know what, I'm going to do it. I'm going to have a bigger party.
Yeah.
Do we have to fix everything?
I know.
Yes.
Makes me
Preston
sick.
and Steve for president.
God.
Move over, Roger Goodell.
That's right.
So, I don't know. Are your listeners really hyped for this Super Bowl?
Nah, they really don't care. Oh, come on, Mike. Yes,
They don't give a
of course.
rat's ass.
Everybody is completely stoked. And behind me, you can see this thing we have called BirdBot, which we're making a second version. We did it in 2018 when we had a championship.
Yes.
And we're going to send BirdBot out on the streets on Friday morning and have him be passed around by fans. And they're going to add stickers and signatures and things like that. And then it's going to have to find its way to New Orleans, where you guys are going to be broadcasting from, which is pretty awesome, too. So maybe BirdBot will make it down there and make an appearance while you guys are broadcasting. But it's in the hands of the people. Like, we hand it off, and then we're done with it.
Yes.
And then we see if it can make
we
it there.
have to get it to someone.
Yes.
To bring it to, because we leave Sunday. So we're broadcasting all week. We're going to be there taking over New Orleans, and we would love to have the BirdBot. So we have to make that happen.
They're going to be BirdBot 2.0 will be floating on a sea of Eagles fans tandem in an organic caravan from here, as you say, Casey, from Broad Street to Bourbon Street. So we'll get it done.
Mike and Alex, are you guys going to be broadcasting in different locations or the same spot every day? Do you know?
Different. All 5 days will be different.
Okay, cool. I love that. So we're going to get a taste of New Orleans through you guys.
Yes, but if you follow us, we'll announce, because we want, if you guys know anybody in New Orleans who are Eagles fans, or if you know people are going, please, we want you to come meet us and show that and represent, and we want to take over.
You know, I think it'd be great.
Friday, we can give you Monday's location.
All right. You guys should tailgate with Ann Rice. I bet she tears it up.
Oh, good Lord.
Interview with the vampire.
Alex is doing all the voodoo stuff.
Awesome.
Yes. Yeah.
Sadly, she's dead.
Oh, man.
Ann Rice is dead?
Damn it.
Yeah, it's not going to be a very good tailgate.
Do we know that, though?
That's not
well,
fun.
she might be a vampire.
Is she really?
Is she really?
Thank you.
All right, guys. We'll see you later.
from-
Bye-bye. I did when I've been to New Orleans a couple of times, and we'll come back to traffic in just a second. I've been to New Orleans a couple of times, and one time I was there for a radio convention, radio and records convention, and they brought in a voodoo. I don't want to say priestess is the wrong word, but they came in and did a thing at dinner because I was there with some record executives, and they paid for this thing, and she did. Not quite a seance,
like
but
a blessing.
Kind of, sorta. It was pretty
Did she
cool.
kill someone?
She didn't kill anybody. It was kind of cool. I enjoyed it.
Like that stuff. Like I know and I don't know. Like Serpent in the Rainbow, or the that's that sort of stuff. And it's like, it's like, I don't know. You think of the Stephen King Thinner,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't want to screw around with that.
The mojo hand,
the mojo,
and all that stuff. Yeah.
New Orleans is kind of like Vegas, though. It's pretty impossible to have a bad time there, and also there should be 3 or 4 days tops that you're there, because after that you're like, I need to get home. I need to get out.
Not even as a non-drinker. When I've gone, I've had a blast. It's just there's so much going on, and it's like you are on an active movie set, but it's the real place.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and you don't have to drink to have a great time in Vegas either. You know,
you can be a prostitute.
It's well, there's a lot of sex, but I mean, it's just geared towards entertaining you and making sure you have a good time.
All right, back to traffic. I
can't wait.
Kathy Romano, we're in the midst of that. So what's going on at this point, Kathy?
Schuylkill Expressway eastbound heavy from the Boulevard into the Vine. Westbound from the Boulevard to Gladwin. 95 southbound jams Cotman to Allegheny. The Vine is jammed westbound the length. The Blue Route northbound, heavy volume here. 95 to the Media Bypass southbound side from the Mid-County tolls to Ridge Pike. This traffic report brought to you by Unbound.org. A girl in Kenya dreams of becoming a doctor. An elder in Guatemala dreams of being part of a community. Reach out and change their world, and it will change your own. Unbound.org. And that's your traffic on 93.3 WMMR.
WMMR presents Preston and Steve's Bizarre File.
All right, it is brought to you this morning by me, Preston Elliott. We're going to start with this. This is a terrible story. An accident during an indoor track meet at the University of Colorado resulted in the death of an audience member on Sunday. The incident took place at the Mountain Lion Fieldhouse during a club sports track and field event for high school students across Colorado. An attending spectator was struck by a thrown weight during the meet. Yeah, the man was struck by the thrown hammer. The meet schedule listed a weight throw, which is typical for indoor events. And a track and field hammer is a metal ball attached to a handle by a length of wire that is thrown for distance. The indoor weight is typically heavier with a shorter tether. Rescue crews pronounced and provided medical care, but the man was pronounced dead at the scene.
You always think, what if something like that were to happen when you're at someone getting hit by a javelin or whatever, but wow.
There are a couple of times that, and there's video of a guy getting nailed with a javelin, the judges that are out there in the field, but I've not heard of the hammer throw killing someone before. The identity of the fatally injured man was not released as of yet. The UK's Royal Navy launched a frantic search for phantom Russians off of the coast after picking up 2 mysterious sounds in the ocean, only to conclude that the noises came from a gassy whale.
Wow, whale farts.
Naval officials feared one of Russian President Vladimir Putin's drone subs had dropped the listening device onto the ocean floor between 2 islands in Scotland and let rip on an investigation. The 2 toots were detected about 100 miles from where the UK's Doomsday subs are based. The official said, "We have been analyzing these sounds and now believe that it was a marine mammal, a whale. The sound, first described by analysts as a man-made noise, had never before been picked up on sensors.
Cancel the red alert. It is whale farts.
And it also sparked fears at Russia's deep sea research unit, known as Googie, was trying to record acoustic signatures of the British subs to make them easier to track. The locations of the Royal Navy's attack subs and Vanguard-class ballistic missile submarines are among the UK's most closely guarded military secrets. Are designed to move through the sea with nary a squeak. And while it was determined the flatulence was the cause of the false alarm, officials said that they'll take all threats seriously.
I would love to hear a recording of an actual whale fart. You would assume it would have to be huge, right?
I would think so. You would think so. In Ocean Ridge, Florida, a man was killed after he was caught in a wood chipper.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. Between this and the hammer throw.
The deadly accident happened while the man, a contracted tree trimming vendor, was trimming trees by himself on the first day of a project at the town hall and police department property. Lynn Ladner, the town manager, said the man died from his injuries sustained in the accident and said, "I am devastated. It's a horrible loss of life." She added that the Occupational Safety and Health Administration has been notified and is en route to investigate. They asked Lander if the man was pulled in head first, and she responded saying, "I believe he was, yes."
Oh, my God.
Ladner explained that other crew members witnessed the incident and immediately responded along with the town staff and officers. The victim's family, who are in Mexico, have not yet been notified.
I wonder. So, Preston, they have these table saws. They can sense human flesh.
Yep.
And so they will immediately seize up and lock.
Right.
I wonder if they're working on anything like that, because we keep getting. I mean, not that this is a crisis, but it happens enough. Where is there a way to
put
that technology into wood chippers?
It's a good question. Investigation into the accident is ongoing. New York police are trying to find the suspects that stole a subway train and took it on a joyride. Video that was posted.
How do you do that?
That was posted on Instagram by the culprits online shows the trio dressed all in black, including masks, driving an R train on Sunday night. They used a black marker to cover surveillance cameras and may have hit speeds of 30 miles an hour, going through at least one station and passing at least one signal. Police think that it was stolen from and returned to a sidetrack at a Brooklyn station. Doors were locked, meaning the joyriders likely used train keys. And a second video was also posted online showing someone driving what appears to be another train backwards. It's not clear if they are connected. There have been no arrests so far.
Seems a little inside.
Yeah. All right, a whale watcher who was found alive after 67 days adrift at sea is facing jail over the deaths of his nephew and brother on the voyage. Mikhail Pachugin spent over 2 months in an inflatable dinghy with the dead bodies of his relatives before he was rescued in October last year. And I was reading, I started the story. I'm like, well, why is this guy being arrested?
Yeah, it's a wild story.
He had been drifting for hundreds of miles in the inhospitable Sea of Okhotsk in the far northeast of Russia after his engine broke while on an adventure trip to watch whales in their natural habitat. When he was found alive, the haggard and gaunt Mr. Pachugin was hailed as a hero in Russia for surviving for as long as he did in the harsh conditions. However, he now faces up to 7 years in jail for causing the deaths of his brother Sergei and his nephew Ilya. According to Mr. Pachugin, 16-year-old Ilya was the first to die reportedly from starvation, having hardly eaten. And in this account to rescuers, he said, after that, his father went crazy. Sergei was crying, screaming, and jumping into the water. Mikhail pulled him out of the water, warmed him up, tried to feed him, but he refused to do so. And after 10 days, he also died.
Jeez.
They had on board warm clothes, life jackets, flares, a small supply of food, and 20 liters of drinking water, expecting their journey to take several days.
They also had 4 boxes of Omaha steaks.
No, but listen, after the catamaran-type inflatable lost use of its engine, the vessel drifted at least 625 miles over the course of more than 2 months. Rescuers had to look for the trio to no avail, and after a month, they decided they were unlikely to survive, and they called it off because there were storms. But Mikhail was ultimately found on the Kamchatka
Boom, boom, chaka.
Peninsula by the Angel fishing vessel. Prosecutors have gone after Mr. Pichugan, accusing him of violating the rules of sea transport, so causing the death of his brother and nephew. Instead of being a witness in a criminal case, he's been made the suspect due to his failure to comply with the rules. His inflatable boat should not have gone more than 3 kilometers from the coast. That's less than 2 miles. When the engine broke, they were 37 miles from shore.
So he was culpable for
negligence.
Their death. Okay.
Yeah.
So what would that qualify? Technically, would that be manslaughter?
I don't know what they officially had logged the rules as, Steve, or the law.
What is rule in Russia?
Mr. Pichugan only survived the lack of food on board because he was overweight, according to the report. Wow. What a story.
Did you play Risk?
What's that?
Did you play Risk?
You know what? Yeah, I hated that game.
Okay.
But why?
Kamchatka was one of the pieces that you could get in Risk, and it was
Really?
it was strategic because it borders the ocean, so you would try to take over as much as Asia as possible, and you get invaded if people could come through Kamchatka.
Okay. All right. That's all I have in the bizarre file for you. Hey, by the way, we have a secret text word today. We are giving away tickets to see 9 Inch Nails. Peel It Back Tour is going to be Wednesday, August 27th at the Wells Fargo Center. Tickets, by the way, go on sale today.
Yes.
At noon. So kind of a strange ticket sale day. But today at noon, you can get those through Ticketmaster. And if you go to WMMR.com, there's another chance to win tickets over there. But text word secret to 39333. And you might have a shot at winning those tickets this morning. We'll take a break and come back in a moment. Stay with us.
Masses on the Preston and Steve compound complex, and then, but not just once, they'll save it in that file. And then when you least expect it, pull it out.
Well, you know now this will be something for you for a while.
Yes.
And then you'll be able. There was a second though Rupert Holmes song. Yes, there was. Besides the Pina Colada song. Do you remember that, Preston?
Dry Martini?
I don't know. Nick's going to have to look
Do
it up.
check, yes.
Something called Him, Steve? I don't know that.
Yeah. Sing it, Nick.
But it came out in 1980. Pina Colada came out in 1979, so it was right afterward. But
Maybe.
he was that was a hit single.
It's
apparently.
him.
By the way, you just said pina, and I've heard that that's technically the way you say the drink, pina colada.
Pina colada.
Although I always used to say pina colada, but he sings pina colada. If you like pina colada,
It's actually piñas.
When you have more than one.
I hear Pina Colada. Hang on. Let's
Here,
listen.
let's play it.
Oh no!
Here we go.
What have I done?
I hear Pina.
Do you?
Yeah.
All right.
You're just looking for reasons to hate it.
It's
Yeah,
actually it's a letter. It's a letter in the Latino alphabet, an Enya.
Yeah.
Is that actual
And
letter.
also, she was an old
like
rock
Enya.
She
darling.
was, yes. She
Orinoco Flow.
That's right. That was Enya. I forgot about that. Oh my God.
All right. On my program today,
That song is bizarrely hypnotic too, isn't it?
Which one?
Orinoco Flow.
Oh, yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. All right. I'm sorry, Pierre.
Take two.
Try that again, Enya. Sorry.
That's rock and roll.
That's Orinoco Flow.
I like the first one better.
One more time. We're going to have to go again. I love that. They're in the booth telling her she's got.
And you can sing it again. In the land of peace.
Oh my God.
Let's do that again, Enya. You don't want to leave it in? I just coughed up a manatee.
God. Someday yodeling's going to come back.
It will be.
It's all rock and roll.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
Yodeling is rock and roll.
Except for Rupert Holmes, who is the biggest cancer in music. A tumor that needs to be excised.
I
I wish him unending misery.
Where did he go? He's on the floor.
You killed him.
I'm so
Whatever you're
surprised he
into.
hates it.
I don't hate. I don't love it. I don't embrace it.
Country rock, except for Rupert Holmes, who stinks so badly. He taints everything he touches. Like a plague he is on music.
There goes my peace and love.
Yeah, what do you mean you don't hate? You just tore him apart.
I take it all back.
By the way, somebody texted and said I would listen to an entire show of Steve doing cough takes of famous songs. Okay. I'll leave you with one more thing.
If you like me,
Rage on and have a great day, gang. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Please welcome the one and only Mr. Mickey Hart.
Yay! All right.
Morning,
okay. Wow, I love the way you did that.
Well, thank you. I love the way you're
that was really great. You had rhythm. You had rhythm.
See?
Thank you.
You know,
Who could ask for anything more?
let's get right into that. I love that you love rhythm so much. It's a huge part of your life.
It's everything.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not melody and it's not harmony, but it certainly is rhythm.
You were exposed to percussive instruments and rhythm early on. Your dad was well known and well respected. And
I wouldn't go that far.
He was a musician?
He was a musician?
Okay.
I wouldn't go that far.
Oh, really? All right.
But he did dabble.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
More
And
than
then,
dabble,
and then
actually.
you were working in a you had a job and you were it was
I had a job once.
a jazz club.
Once.
Yeah.
A long time ago. I can't remember having the last time I had a job. Just thinking,
You don't call this a
thinking
job?
of the idea of having to have a job just give me the willies. I mean, what would I do with the job? Oh my God.
You wouldn't be a 9-to-5 guy working the cubicle.
No, I doubt it. But if I had to, I would.
You would.
Yeah, but I don't have to, and I won't.
Yeah.
But so you don't view what you do as a job?
Oh
work.
no, it's a service. It's a service industry. I mean, that's what music is all about. You know, you provide a place where people can come and have an emotional moment,
Right.
And and ritualize. So, yeah, I know, and I think it's very profound, and I'm very, what should I say, honored or.
Yeah,
blessed
sure.
or whatever you want to call it, to happen to fall into this universe as a percussionist or a drummer, you know, to be able to do that is,
But maybe even
it's a
people.
good thing.
But people who are maybe in the same situation as you, viewing it as a job, the fact that you don't view it as you view it the way you do.
It's not easy, but it's not like a job. It's like when I get up in the morning, the first thing I do is think of, the new day and what kind of new rhythms there are in it and how I can interpret that. That's what musicians do. They interpret, society and whatever, you've seen or whatever it is, and they lay down that groove. And every 5-10 years you find a new groove, and you work at it. Yeah, you do work at it, but you work at play. You work to play.
Sure.
You have to keep your skill up. I play every day 2-3 hours.
Do you?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Are you kidding? Absolutely. In order to get up there and do what I do.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an athletic event. It's not like lounge drumming and stuff. This is the power stuff.
Well, speaking of reinventing and finding new grooves, I want to ask you about John Mayer, because he's been with the band and touring with you guys for a stretch now, and I think a lot of people initially dismissed him as poppy and not the really great, incredible guitarist that he is. And from my perspective, he seems like the perfect fit for the Dead, because he holds you guys in reverence, but he can also hold his own. What are your impressions on John?
John's a sharpshooter.
Yeah.
He's a gunslinger, as it were. And his guitar, he's beautiful. He plays great. He fits perfectly in the band, and he's a nice guy. I mean, I know he has this reputation and all that stuff, but I've never had a moment of weirdness with him. He's just a very pleasant person to be around, and he plays his ass off.
Before he was a star, he played in the conference room down the hall in these offices. And I went to see his show that night, and one of his strings broke during the performance. He tuned the guitar to itself and he didn't miss a beat. And right then, I knew this guy had it, and I was so impressed by his ability.
I'll tell you when I knew he had it was one day when he was just joined the band, and I had gotten him into this droning things, feeding back, getting a little crazy. And so during the drums and bass part, he got down on his knee and he put the guitar into the speaker and he started feeding back. And I was looking at him and I was saying, oh, okay. So I walked around to the front of the speaker, sat down right next to him, and I had on one hand I had what do you call it, lighter fluid.
Yeah.
And the other hand I had a Bic.
Okay.
And so he looked at me, I looked at him, and I went like that. And for a minute, I thought he was
going to do it.
And then so he took it. He did take it while he was feeding back, and he put he put the Bic on his amplifier, and he took the lighter fluid and used it as a slide. And so he played slides with lighter
didn't go
fluid.
full Hendrix on
and I said, John, you were going to do it, weren't you? And he said, I was really thinking about it, but the guy who makes my guitar is in the audience. I couldn't do it. But he almost lit his guitar on fire, so I knew right then he was okay.
Wow. I was wondering if you had watched the Grateful Dead documentary that was on Amazon and what your thoughts are.
No.
It was very, very in depth.
Oh God, it was just awful. I just did not like it.
You didn't care for it.
It was just a one-sided affair. It was not for me, and it really didn't show the Grateful Dead in its totality. It was more like a Jerry, whatever that is, memorial thing or whatever. He was trying to do, but it wasn't really. It didn't have the heart of the Grateful Dead.
Okay.
That's for sure.
There's been a lot done about it.
They made me watch. Oh, I watched it once.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just to say I didn't like it. But that's it. I didn't see it at the premiere. Me and Bob and Bill, we went out and had dinner.
Yeah.
While they showed the movie.
That's funny.
We came back right at the end when they all started. And we go, okay.
Thank you.
I wanted to ask you about some of the things that you do like. I was listening to the concert in Paris, 1974, this morning.
Yeah.
What was it besides the United States? What was your favorite country to play in?
Oh, Jesus, that's a good question. I think that I can't answer that question because they're all good when you play good. Every country is the same.
Yeah.
If the music is played well and we have a great time, France is great, England's great, Germany, it's all good if we play well. If we don't play well, the city sucks.
It's this place.
We blame it on the city.
Blame it on the city.
Of course. Franklin Port.
I also, as a fan, there's an ebb and flow to the way I listen to your music, and so recently I flowed back to. I guess I ebbed back to. I ebbed back to studio albums. Do you? I don't know if you ever listen to your own music.
No.
But do you have a favorite studio album?
Yeah, I would have to say it would be, it was half studio.
WMMR.
All right, thanks, Kev. Real quick, shout out. I got this from Brandon Boyd.
Oh, really?
Not from Incubus. He also goes by Dieter. And he says, I'd like to give a big, juicy shout out to my amazing wife, Tiffany Boyd, who turns 40 on January 29th. And he says, she makes every morning so much brighter and is an incredible wife, mother, and friend, a huge fan of the show. I converted her back in 2007 when we started dating and commuting into work together. And she's been hooked ever since, and we've even defied the odds. She's from Bucksco, I'm from Delco, and somehow we made it work.
J-Taunt.
He said, Tiffany, I love you to St. John and back. Happy 40th, and thanks in advance, Preston, and you guys rock. So there's a Shart out for you, my dear. And then I wanted to mention this. This is a butt plug. This is from Christine Adams, who writes in and says that she works for a nonprofit organization in Warrington. She said, we work with individuals with intellectual disabilities. And prior to January 1st, we were known as Shared Support South Incorporated, and now we are Shared Wellness. And she said, we will be opening up a new shared wellness facility in Warrington to not only help our individuals with disabilities, but also the community, like single mothers, first responders, veterans, and those who can't afford wellness like yoga or meditation. And she said, you do a lot with the community, and your support with Filled Abundance and the Camp Out for Hunger. I thought it'd be great if you were aware of our organization. So she just wanted us to let us know that they exist.
Oh, nice.
They are there to help. They are open now in Warrington. So if you know someone who has intellectual disabilities that needs some assistance, or maybe even single mothers, first responders, veterans, people like that who can't afford some things, reach out to them. They're called Shared Wellness, and they are in Warrington. So I wanted to pass that along.
Doing good work.
And then I got a package this morning. Nick, oddly enough, brought it into me because Nick is addressed in this, believe it or not. It says, Yo, Presbo, cheers from England, where they have several food items, and they sent me one of these, by the way. They have several food items that they call PUDs.
It's our favorite word.
And I've included a pack of PUDs for you guys there. I laugh and think of the show whenever I see them in Tesco or Waitrose. And I snag these in some after Christmas sales. Hope you guys like them. Make sure to pass them out before Nick sees the package.
Tesco and Waitrose sounds like a Game of Thrones sort of location.
Says Go Birds, Fresh Pud, Local Putters, and that is from Marshall, who sent that in. So I had these here.
I got to try one now.
If you guys want, I'll try. I'll open it for it. Looks like they have hazelnut in them, Casey.
I'm a big hazelnut fan.
It says 5 times Cadbury Dairy Milk Chocolate Balls with truffle center, hazelnut pieces, and Rice Crisps.
All right, so I've told you guys that for some reason my palate has changed over a little bit of time, and I haven't been liking milk chocolate all that much lately. My friend Helen is from Manchester, and she does not like American chocolate, and I never liked English chocolate. I wonder if my palate has changed where I might enjoy English chocolate.
Pop a pud in your mouth and see what you think about it.
I'm going to pop a pud.
Anybody else want a pud? Nick,
I'll
you want
take
a
a
pud?
pud.
Absolutely, yeah.
Coming over. Here you go. Hey. Oh, shit.
Jesus.
So athletic.
Look, LeBron Nick McElwain died in a pud accident this morning.
I did catch it, bitch.
He did. Steve, you want a pud? All right, here you
Barely.
go. That was a bad throw.
No, it is no problem.
Cassie,
It's a bunch of athletes in this room.
would you like a pud?
Yes, don't rocket it at me.
Nice catch, by the way. I got one last pud.
Hey, it's like a prom night, Ken.
Marissa, you can have it. Yeah, let me throw it to you. I'll save this pud for you.
Smash
This
it off the
pud's
wall.
for you.
This
Yeah.
pud.
All right. You going to try it now or later, Casey?
I already just tried it.
What do you think?
This pud's fantastic.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Very good. All right. So just thought I would
I
pass
like
that along to you, courtesy of Marshall, listening in England. And thanks for checking in, brother. We appreciate the gifts. All right. I wanted to pass along this story. I saw this morning, and I was so excited.
Another pud story?
No, but my time has come. If you're good at something, if you have a stupid thing about you, some dumb human trick that you can do,
right?
In this day and age of social media and the presence of videos on TikTok and Instagram and so on, eventually that thing that you're good at is going to come around as a trend. And right now, apparently, there's a trend of gleeking.
Oh, gleeking you've been doing ever since I've known you.
I am.
You're like a lizard.
Yeah, I'm kind of a champion gleeker. Not only distance but accuracy as well.
You're gleeking. Kathy's gurning.
Yeah.
My buddy Justin was a great gleeker. I wonder he's probably still got it.
Yeah.
You don't ever lose that, right?
Let's explain for the novice what the art of gleeking is.
All right, and my mouth's getting dry thinking about it, so I need to take a sip here.
You want a pud?
Mm-mm. That would be counterproductive. If you open up TikTok, search phrase gleeking, you'll be greeted with hundreds of videos which show people with their mouths open and tongues pressed against their roofs. And basically, you're squirting saliva out of the bottom of your tongue.
Like a spitting snake, like a
Just
spitting
like
cobra.
that. So this particular article that I saw this morning answers a question. How does that work? It involves shooting saliva from under your tongue. And I loved hearing this stat. Around 35% of the population are able to gleek, with a much smaller 1% able to do it on command. I'm a 1%er.
You're a 1%er.
Wow.
You wealthy bastard.
So why is the human body able to perform this bizarre party trick? Well, there are 3 major saliva glands in our mouths, with the submandibular and sublingual glands.
My wife likes that.
Being located under the tongue. And these 2 glands are here to help produce saliva to aid with eating and swallowing. And according to Mark S. Wolf DDS, PhD, Dean of the School of Dental Medicine at the University of Pennsylvania.
There we go.
Explained to health.com, if you tense the muscles in the tongue just right, it squeezes the duct and saliva squirts right out of it.
I just gleeked 3 times in a row, man.
Really?
That's a personal record for
So
me.
you're one of the 1%ers?
No, I can't do it on command. The environment has to be perfect in like I guess all 3 categories there.
Yep.
Preston can do it anytime he wants.
I can probably hit the camera that's in front of me here.
Ew,
It's
no,
a little
no.
bit.
Wait,
it's not going to get you.
No.
We're in the middle of like germ season and you're spitting all over the studio. I don't think this is a good idea.
That's okay.
Nick is coughing on me. You're spitting. Let's move on to something else.
But I'm very clean.
No, I'm not going to do the story and not gleek.
Preston, if you want to hit my camera.
Gleek towards
that's
Casey.
too far away.
All right.
That's definitely too far away.
All right. Steven Singer gave us these Eagles tiny footballs. If I throw one up, can you...
While it's in the air? Oh, wait, this is like skeet shooting.
Yeah.
All right, I'll say pull.
All right.
Okay, and I'll try.
All right. We got it right
now,
here.
see if you can get it like over here.
Okay.
Park it over this way.
like a Jalen Hurts pass.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Oh wow, the pressure's on me now.
All right, ready and pull.
Did you get it?
It goes too fast.
Oh, damn it.
It goes too
Sorry.
fast. I don't even think I gleeked on that because I was turning my head. But,
Case, you want to take it? Well, maybe not moving target too hard. All right.
okay. Anyway, I gleeked at the camera. I don't know if it. I think it went a little bit to the left.
All right.
Don't worry, they got it.
How
You're
do
good.
how do porn stars do it? Where's your Gleek game?
Didn't you see it?
I did not see it. No.
Wait, Marissa, why do you have plastic bags?
Ponchos.
Yeah, I was gonna cover up Kathy so you can.
Oh, my God.
And, and the board too.
All right, watch. I'll try to hit the camera. Here we go.
Hang on.
No, I already did it. It went
gross.
way
It
over
is
the
so
camera, by the
gross.
way.
Can
It
you
could have
get me out of
landed
here?
on, Kathy, I think it landed on your mug.
Yeah, it's
No, it landed on top of your Stanley Cup.
cursed, I think.
What's that?
I might have cursed.
You're cursed?
You didn't get, okay.
I didn't hear it.
No,
so
I
you
might
didn't.
have cursed.
Oh, you might have
Sorry.
cursed. I didn't hear it. I thought you said, I'm cursed. Yeah, put that bag
Put
over
that
your
dry
head
cleaning bag over your head and breathe in.
and tighten it. All right. I'll see if I can hit the camera. Here we go. It's going just to the left. Are you guys even seeing
Are
it?
you kidding me? You got it right there, bro.
I'm trying to hit the lens.
Oh, okay.
No. No.
What? It hit the camera.
Yeah. Which one did it hit?
This one right here.
Oh, okay.
My camera.
All right.
What else can we do today?
Queef. It's queef.
All right,
No,
let's.
you disgusting slobs did do that before. Didn't we have somebody
did.
in
We
here?
had a young
She
lady
blew
blow out a
Blow out a candle. Yeah.
Are we slubs?
That was in the earlier days. Did she call us a slub?
I think we're
disgusting slobs.
Oh, you
I
said
said.
you call us slubs though.
No, slob.
Slubs is a Croatian term.
I got a little saliva on the phone screening.
All right.
Congrats.
So let me ask you.
Yeah.
Do you know of a group that you can get together with, perhaps?
No, I don't. You know what?
Is there international travel involved? Is there a convention in Milan?
When I was
my
in.
God, it's all over here.
Oh, is it?
I like you don't. I don't think it's funny. I'm actually extremely irritated.
Okay, I'm sorry, Kat.
It's disgusting. You're spitting on me, is what you're doing.
I didn't spit on you.
You did. It's all over my stuff.
It's
over
not
here.
on you.
No, it's show content.
Okay, but it's right here, all over me, things I'm touching. So
am I
if
seeing
you
it?
don't feel good, like Nick doesn't feel good, then tomorrow I'm not going to feel good.
I feel fine.
We'll see about that.
But Kathy, you're so resistant to diseases.
Okay.
What is that, Pam?
She's angry cleaning. She is angry cleaning. Marissa brought her some kind of, is that a
Oh, I'm
disinfectant?
sorry, Nick. Did you not like that?
No, I didn't either. So
Okay.
I didn't care for any of
Thank
this.
you, Marissa.
Okay. Well,
then why did you ask for us to do this, Kathy?
Shut up. I did not.
Nick's throwing stuff around now.
I'm not happy either. I don't want to be sprayed by any of this crap. And Kathy's like spraying me with freaking Lysol, and which is
It's
like,
not
getting my.
Lysol. It's Microban.
Oh well, then that's fine. I'll open my mouth next time.
Okay.
You're coughing on me.
So let me get this straight. Nick is sick and breathing on you. Is that the problem?
Coughing.
Oh, okay.
All right.
What is that? Thank you.
You were coughing earlier, Kathy.
I'm glad I brought this up.
Honestly,
it got tense in here all of a
Yes,
sudden.
it did.
I'll tell you why.
Because there's spit all over my
Well,
stuff.
that's the surface. What we're really talking about is the prolonged sexual tension that has existed
Not what we're talking
forever,
about at all.
and that whole expectorant thing that plays into your kink.
Decades at this point.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, anyway.
You know. By the way, the word is that for the longest time that John Peters and Barbara Streisand were That was their thing, spitting on each other.
What?
Yeah, they were involved for a long time, and the spitting was part of their sexual activity.
Okay.
So that's why I think what you're seeing right here is someone wildly turned on.
Okay.
I don't think Dr. Mike would agree with this. I'm just saying.
No.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll call him in
He would
for
be
a
very upset.
consult. All right. Why don't we lighten the mood up here a little bit after this inflammatory
remove some polyps.
Gleeking story, and we'll do survey says. How
Okay,
about
here we
that?
go. All right. Wow. I'm good. Just to let you know.
Thank you, Casey. All right. So, Newsweek and Brand Spark International have chosen the winners of the 2025 Most Trusted Brands Award based on responses from over 29,000 U.S. survey participants involving more than 162,000 brand evaluations across 284 categories.
Can I guess number one?
They don't have them listed as top.
Oh, okay.
So these are for specific brands. I'll give you an example. Fisher Price is ranked best for educational toys.
Okay.
And
what about the Purell sanitary wipes?
They're the best.
That's what I
Wait,
thought.
but what are there categories?
Yeah. So, but it doesn't give me a list. It just gives me the best per category.
How people perceive these brands.
Yeah.
So Fisher Price you associate with safe and wonderful children's learning toys, correct?
Yes, exactly. So shoppers share which brands they trust most and why in categories ranging from baby and kids to food and beverages to retail and restaurants as well. So for dolls, Barbie is the most trusted brand. For diapers, Pampers is the most trusted brand.
And a lot of the Pampers almost become synonymous, you know, the way Kleenex became synonymous with a product. Yeah.
And if you want to hear people get heated, talk about their brand of diapers.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. It's like, yeah.
I like the brand I'm wearing now.
Yeah, every now and then, like, we would have, like, a box of Huggies. I'm like, ugh. You know?
Hated the Huggies.
Really?
Yeah.
I actually didn't like Pampers either.
Okay.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
What'd you go with?
The Target brand. I'm not kidding you. They were the best diapers. They never leaked. Yeah. That was
All right, you have an option. You have to use Huggies or let Preston spit in your face.
I'll use Huggies.
All right.
I'll use cloth diapers.
For headache relief and children's cough and cold relief, Tylenol is the most trusted brand.
Oh, see, I'm an Advil guy, but not even Advil. I'm ibuprofen all the way. So it doesn't
Straight
have to
up,
be,
bro.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be brand specific. Just
Just ibuprofen.
You can't take this though, right? You're physically.
I'm allergic.
Yeah.
I'm allergic to ibuprofen, or as they call NSAIDs, and that does include aspirin too. So Tylenol is my source.
So NSAIDs are guys who never have sex, right?
Yeah, right, exactly.
Does Tylenol work for you for your headaches or whatever? It does.
Yeah.
Because I feel like the ibuprofen because I can take both. I feel like the ibuprofen works better than the Tylenol for me.
Ibuprofen and the NSAIDs are anti-inflammatories, so they do something different. And from what I understand, like things like acetaminophen just kind of cut off the pain for you, like it dulls it. But ibuprofen goes a step further, and it makes the inflammation go down.
And it relaxes the
better.
Gleek muscle.
It does. I wish I could take it, but I can't. Yeah. Then you have for laundry detergent, the most trusted brand is Tide.
Which is funny because we had to get new laundry detergent yesterday, and we had been, a Tide family forever. But down the shore, we were using Gain, and I love the way Gain smells. So when I had to get detergent
Sounds
yesterday,
like a commercial here.
there
I
you
love
go.
the way this stuff smells.
Yeah.
So when in the post washing and with the clothes washing, do you believe that the clothes smell fresher
With Gain?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
For air purifiers, Dyson is the most trusted brand. For air fryers, Casey. Casey was telling us an air fryer story this morning. And blenders, Ninja is the most trusted brand.
So here's the deal. You raise an interesting point. Ninja makes some good stuff, and they're also always being sold on QVC, which I think leads to this perception.
Yeah.
But I just got an ice cream maker, and because I saw a commercial, I saw QVC pushing a Ninja ice cream maker. But it wasn't rated, I think it's easily accessible. They're usually a little bit cheaper, but we got a different brand that we're really thrilled with. So there's been some Ninja stuff, like the Ninja Bullet.
Oh, yeah, that's what I have.
Right. I think it's good, but there's some other stuff that I think sort of misses the mark. I have a Ninja Sibian, Preston. I am not happy with it.
Not happy with it.
No.
That's weird. Okay, so no, I have a Ninja air fryer. I used it last night. I actually cooked New York strip steaks in it. and they turned out great. I couldn't believe it. I was like, I'm just going to take this out for a test spin, and sure enough, 25 minutes later, perfection.
And what was the intent? Like, did it taste better, or like a less fat, or why the air fryer?
Well, all right, so it was kind of a twofold thing. There's too much snow on my deck, so I didn't really feel like going out and grilling out there.
Sure.
And I didn't want to pan sear it or pan fry it or anything like that. And also, the steaks were so thick that they weren't fully thawed.
It was like a foot thick.
Yeah. So I had heard something a couple of weeks ago about steaks that are either frozen or not fully thawed, cooking them in the air fryer. So I was like, I'm just going to give this a go, and I did, and they were great.
What was the blender that was like the big craze?
The NutriBullet? No.
What was
The
it?
Vitamix.
Vitamix.
Yeah, I have one of those.
I have one, and I mean it is great. But this the Ninja's also good too. Like I have the mini one. I like that.
I bought one because I did my due diligence when there was all the rage. I have a blender that you could put bricks in and puree, but the thing is so goddamn powerful that it's almost useless. Anything you put in is liquefied.
Liquefied, yeah.
The Vitamix, you can actually make hot soup.
Yes.
Because there's so much friction and so much power in it. For fresh fruit, Dole is the most trusted brand.
Yeah.
Sparkling water, Perrier is the most trusted brand.
I thought Perrier's time it kind of came and went.
It's still there. I mean,
What's the
Pellegrino
other-
is another popular
Pellegrino.
one.
That's what I like. The Pellegrino better than Perrier.
By the way, did you hear that for the first time in a long time, regular still water is eking out sparkling water?
It's eking out?
Like in a restaurant. More people are ordering. This is big news. I don't know why.
Oh, yeah.
More people are ordering what?
Still water as opposed to the sparkling.
That makes sense.
You guys like LaCroix?
I do.
Yeah, but you know what? Polar is the best, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are they a sponsor?
They are, as a matter of fact. But when I go to Costco, they have like 35 packs of it. So
You know who told me about it? Another sponsor, Mr. Steven Singer.
For hard seltzer, White Claw is the most trusted brand.
All right. So from what I understand, the college kids are drinking the White Claws, and it's not cheap. So I had to do a little bit of research to find out like how are college kids affording spiked seltzer, and as it turns out, like
Selling meth.
Natural Light actually makes a spiked seltzer as well.
How expensive is it?
It's like $22 for a 12-pack.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah.
You know what I like, Case, is the state sides and the surf sides.
Yeah.
They're locally made. Like there's not a lot of aftertaste. Like it's not too sugary. So some of those I don't care for. Like just like how they're mixed or whatever.
Well, and they're not carbonated, right? The state sides?
Well, the surf sides aren't.
Or surf sides are not.
I think the state sides are.
Yeah, one of them is not. So like I like the carbonation, but a lot of people don't. Like it'll get to them after a few of them, so that's why they like those, Nick, because they're not carbonated.
Yeah, they're seltzers.
These are the most trusted brands. For vodka, it's actually a tie for Tito's and Smirnoff.
That's pretty crazy.
Tito's.
Tito's is all right. Hang on, it's not that new, but it's also not
way
that
newer
old.
than Smirnoff,
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. For grocery stores, Aldi is the most trusted brand.
Really?
Yep. For organic foods, Whole Foods, for natural organic foods is number one.
Aldi's really inexpensive. It's a great store if you don't want to spend a ton.
Improvement retailer, home improvement retailer, the Home Depot is the most trusted brand.
That's DePot, Preston.
What's that?
DePot.
DePot. I'm sorry.
Over Lowe's, huh?
Yeah. For insect control, Raid. Most trusted brand. And then the last one on this list for rewards credit card provider, Capital One.
Oh.
What were you thinking?
Because I went on.
It was there in the news recently because they've had some issues.
Oh, Capital One.
Yeah.
No, I did like a few years ago. I did a deep dive on. Actually, maybe last year I did a deep dive on credit cards and the rewards and everything that you get. And so as I was interested in that, I did not go with Capital One, but I think because the card that I found had no yearly fee, and I got very similar rewards, so I went with the no fee.
What you're also dealing with is the effectiveness of their various campaigns to convince you that they're trustworthy.
Yeah,
and whether that aligns with actual user experience.
Yep. All right, so interesting look into brands and what Americans find most trusted. Here's another survey. According to a new survey, the average American hasn't changed their pizza order in more than 2 years, while 1 in 7 have been eating the exact same pizza order for over 5 years. There was a poll of 5,000 U.S. adults across every state. And they revealed that half of respondents say their favorite kind of pizza is the very same as it was when they were kids.
What's funny is my pizza order changes from which place I'm going. Right.
Okay.
So if I'm just getting like pretty generic pizza, it's usually pepperoni. But if I go to Pica's, Pica's is pepperoni. But if I go to Imperial, it's always sausage.
How many do you think you got when you tried that experiment a few years ago of all the pizzerias in Delco?
Well, I mean, it's still an ongoing experiment. So it's every Friday during Lent. I try to go to a different pizza place.
I was fascinated by that experiment.
Yeah, but it's hard because there's a billion pizza places in Delco, and so my experiment were for Delco pizza places. Exclusively, but
over 60. You think?
No, I haven't gotten there yet. Okay. How many freaking Fridays are there in Lent?
What's your roster of pizza selections that you go to, Preston?
Me, so if everybody's ordering whatever, I'm just like, yeah, pepperoni, whatever. That's
your default,
the go-to. But actually, my favorite kind of pizza to get, believe it or not, is a veggie pizza. But I don't like veggie pizzas that have broccoli or spinach on it. By veggie, I mean onions, peppers, tomatoes, and olives and stuff like that. That is my favorite kind of pizza.
I don't like veggie pizzas that have veggies on it. Do you know what I mean?
Like
sure.
Pizza?
Yeah.
Remember, my pizza place closed years ago, and for years I think I recently found a pizza place.
You were distraught. You were
so
actually
upset.
more angry than when Preston was spitting in your face.
Well, one time on the way home, because they have a second location in Roxborough. So on the way home, Jace was like, "Can you please stop and get that pizza?" So I got it on the way home. But I think I finally found a new pizza place.
Okay. I like a thin, crunchy crust. That's what I grew up on, Emo's Pizza. That's what it is. But on the complete opposite end of the spectrum, I think the tastiest pizza out there is the Detroit-style pizza. Casey was the first person to turn me on to that.
Yeah.
My God, is that good.
And I'm telling you, the Detroit-style frozen pizza at Costco, it is really, really good. I'm telling you guys, and it's like, I think 11, maybe $12 for two full pies.
Okay.
Really, really good.
Preston, you had asked me for some recommendations for restaurants in Conshohocken. I sent you a list. Next time you go,
yes,
you got to go to Bar Sarah and get the.
I just went to Bar Sarah.
Oh, you didn't get the.
Did you get the order?
I'm on a diet.
What?
And I was meeting somebody for lunch, and it was just a quick thing. But I went to Bar Sarah, cute little place. Doesn't even look like a restaurant would be there. It's like in a neighborhood.
Yeah, it's right in the middle.
But I saw the Detroit pizza on the menu. I'll get it next time, I promise.
Oh my God, it's like unbelievable. It's so good. And yes, it's not if you're on a diet.
Okay. Steve, what's your go-to?
So I will do, recently I'll do a plain or I'll do a spinach pie.
Oh, okay.
But I can jump around. I do like a buffalo chicken pizza as well. I love breakfast pizza, which is an entirely other category.
Mm-hmm.
And then I do like the Sicilian.
Yeah.
Detroit. But if we're talking about toppings as opposed to pizza itself, I stay pretty much with either plain or a spinach pie.
So think about how many breakfast pizzas we've had in our day.
Christ. And you know who turned us on to that?
Make them downstairs.
It was the FOP.
The FOP.
Yeah.
I know.
Oh, Nick,
Kathy, those were so. In fact, I'm glad we stopped because you were taking in 15,000 calories
In one breakfast slice.
In one breakfast slice.
Nick, do you miss the barbecue chicken pizza that was here?
Oh, from downstairs?
Yeah.
It was good.
It was good.
You and I were the big supporters of that.
Yeah, Steve, I like buffalo chicken, but it sometimes is a little too spicy for me.
No, agreed. You're dancing with the devil when you go to Buffalo.
By the way, half of the respondents said that their favorite kind of pizza is the very same as when we were kids. I said that, but more than half say that they are open to trying new pizza combos, but they just don't know where to start. And spice apparently makes pizza taste better, according to 49%. Let's see. And they have some state breakdown stuff. Michigan is a state with the most people who admit that they've never tried a new pizza ever. People in different states prefer to eat their pizza in different ways. Like 40% of Georgia residents eat theirs crust first.
What?
Okay.
Backwards knuckle draggers.
In Illinois, 53% would rather use a knife and fork than their hands.
I'm fine with that.
And some people get up in arms about that.
I don't mind. As long as you get it in your mouth, it's okay.
Yeah, if you're going like the Chicago deep dish, that makes sense.
Love Chicago deep dish.
Oh, my God. You should... John on the Daily Show. Jon Stewart did one time. He did a breakdown of Chicago versus New York pizza. It is hilarious.
Yeah,
and he had and I love this. He qualified Chicago deep dish pizza as a casserole. He's like, it's not a pizza, it's a casserole, which is about true.
I don't know if you want to pop it in here, Preston, but did you get the Ringo audio?
I did not, but I can. It's pizza related, right?
Yeah, it's pizza related.
As a matter of fact. Here we go.
What is the setup to this?
This is him. He was on Kimmel, and he made a staggering admission. You think you can hear the audience gasp.
All right.
Is it true you've never eaten pizza?
I've never had a pizza. Never had a pizza. Wow. We had all those people in the back go, what? Or a curry.
Or what?
I think he says curry.
Or a curry? Okay.
It's crazy, you know.
Well, I'm allergic to several items.
On
and
the pizza.
Pizza, you don't know what they're putting in it half the time.
So folks in Iowa eat the most pizza per month, an average of 5 times, followed by Alaska and then North Dakota.
Alaskan pizza.
I haven't had pizza in a while. It's been a bit. But there are times I'll go through phases where we're having pizza too often. You know what I mean? That does occur.
Yeah, I spent years where that was the case.
By the way, intern Kaylee works at a pizza place, and it says, has pizza tea?
Meaning she can spill some tea on pizza and the way people order.
Oh, okay.
What's the tea?
Maybe we need to hear this.
All right, so Kaylee's coming into the studio now. We've not. She's one of our newer interns. We have not had her.
I didn't know she was a pizza insider
on the air yet. Hi, Kaylee. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good, thank you. So, where do you work?
I work at the Italian Delay in Broomall.
Okay, and by this I thought you meant you had pizza flavored tea.
I know it tastes terrible.
No, it's just like the scoop. Like
I know, but I don't.
What's the tea?
We're not
usually you
hipsters.
spill the tea. Anyway, what's the story? What do you want to tell
So,
us?
like, when people call, their caller ID comes up, and you can go into, like, their recent orders and, like, literally just click on what they ordered in the past. So, like you said, like, the average person hasn't changed their pizza order. You would be surprised at how many people really don't.
Just like over years?
Yeah, like, you can literally go into, like, 60-day, 120-day, and click on the things that they've ordered and see what they've ordered.
Do you have any idea as to what, Elisa, you're experiencing? What is the most common, or is it just a basic pie? Is the
I
most
would say
common?
a plain and a pepperoni is pretty common.
Oh, there you go.
Buffalo chicken is also pretty common. The Sicilian's pretty common.
Sicilian, yeah, I love Sicilian.
Yeah,
but yeah.
That's pretty popular.
What's your favorite there?
I really like the margarita.
Okay.
Margarita pizza.
Margarita pizza, yeah.
One of my favorites.
It's a little
They
less
also
cheese. Yeah.
They also do a cheese fry, bacon and ranch pizza, and it's like cardiac arrest on pizza.
It's a
but
cheese fry,
it's so good.
bacon and ranch pizza.
Yeah. Frenzy fry.
Wow.
Frenzy fry.
Wow.
Yeah, Italian Delight's got some good pizzas there. It's under different ownership. I told you guys a story about this. My buddy Brett was he ordered there, and as he was leaving, he was talking to the guy behind the counter. And he's like, I'll see you later. And the guy goes, yeah, I love you too. And my buddy, he gets out the door. He goes, I didn't say I love you. He was like, this guy thinks I said that I love you to this guy. And that was my story.
Local broadcaster Casey Foster with a dramatic revelation about how his one friend thought he said he loved a guy in a pizza place, but he probably didn't. Back to you, Earl.
So, what would you recommend? What's the absolute number one pie to get here? Because Casey, you say the pie is good, though, right?
It is. Plain pizza's good.
Yeah, the plain is honestly my favorite. Like, I think all of it tastes pretty good, especially reheated. And I'm not like big on reheating, but
Yeah, it's a good reheat.
stick it in the air fryer and it's pretty good.
I like that info.
Yeah.
Do you have Detroit style there?
Yes, the Sicilian, like the thicker crust. But it's not like Detroit, but it's like the only thicker.
It's not
To
the
me,
same thing.
Detroit is like the big bubbles.
Yeah.
In the dough.
No, the cheese goes around the
Crust?
perimeter of it and kind of gets baked really crunchy, and it's man,
is that the
man.
difference?
Yeah.
Do you
It's-
shoot?
Well, I mean, there's a couple different. I come close to shooting, but there's a couple differences. But yeah, that cheese, that's a big part of it.
When we went to that place in Chicago, I didn't like that pizza.
That's Giordano's or yeah.
That's the classic deep dish Chicago style pizza.
You're a fan, aren't
with
you?
kind of a cornmeal based crust,
Maybe-
which is different, and then they pile the meats and toppings on top of each other, and then they put it's almost like a more like a pie where the fillings on the inside.
Yeah, I didn't love it.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of. I think it's good. I think it's all right, but I'm
Yeah.
like, there are different kinds of pizza I'd rather have than Chicago style. But some people who love it. They die by it. Kaylee, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Her first
There we
appearance
go.
on the
Now we
Preston
know.
and Steve show this
And
morning.
we will take you up on your offer of free pizza.
All right.
Can you just go to Vince online too? Because I got to find out where this place is real quick because I can't find it.
Hi, Vince. Good morning.
Hey, good morning.
So
Thank you so much for taking my call.
You bet it. So you bet. So you have something for Casey as far as pizza goes in Delco, right?
Leandro's on 69th Street, just a block away from the terminal. Absolutely the best pizza. If you don't like it, I'll pay for it.
All right.
Leandro's, not Loretto's. Case.
Yeah. It was.
Yeah, it's Leandro's. They got free slices, the thin crust, heavy on the toppings, cheese and spices, unbelievable.
Isn't that where the old Loretto's used to be?
Yeah. The only problem is I got to drive past Pika's to get there.
Yeah, I know. No, it blows Pika's away. I like
All right, I'll
pizza,
try it.
but it's not this.
All right.
All right. Thanks, Vince.
Thanks, buddy.
I want to try Pika's, Casey, because I pass it when I go into media. I was just there this weekend, and I always think of you when I pass. No, you didn't like.
What? Listen, he can't when he touts Emo's Pizza, he cannot.
Sure, I can.
But
Wait a second.
Yeah.
You're going to sit there and account for personal taste.
Listen, I didn't think it lived up to the hype. I thought it was pretty good at best. Pedestrian at
But
best.
most of the time, Case, when you recommend stuff, he likes it.
Yeah.
I still want to try it, despite what Preston said.
Yeah, try it. I absolutely recommend that you try it.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Wait, Marissa, you shook your head. Yo, Marissa likes it. Okay, I was
Thumbs
just
up.
wondering.
Marissa likes
she was
Pika's?
shaking.
Oh yeah, I grew up on Pika's. It's 2 thumbs up.
Yeah, same way. I grew up on emos. That's why I love it. You know.
I like it too, but for now on, I hate Emos.
There's.
Oh my God. The hell? What's with the energy in here today?
I think you
What-
brought
what
it.
is-
You bring this negative. You could have just not said anything about Pika's. It's all you.
I love that it's your
Yeah.
fault. It is your fault. You're spitting at me.
Don't worry.
who
I've been lately. I've been having people turn crap around on me anyway.
Hey,
so.
listen. The actor in where they had the triplets, where This Is Us, the black triplet.
Yes.
What is his actor's name? What is that actor's name?
I
Because
forget.
apparently he's from St. Louis and was going on and on about Emo's Pizza.
Now you're trying to make
Sterling
nice of him,
Brown.
aren't you?
What's
Sterling-
that?
Sterling Brown.
Sterling Brown. I guess maybe he's from the St. Louis area, but he was on one of the talk shows, maybe Kimmel or Fallon or something like that. No, doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's an uphill battle. It doesn't matter. But anyhow, pizza's awesome, right?
Can we agree on that?
Yeah. Are we done here? Can we wrap it up now?
I want to cry.
I know. I do too. That's all right. We're gonna take a break.
Survey says how many people in the studio want to cry.
We're going to reset because actually we have some stuff to give away.
Yeah.
And we're going to play a game called Steven and a Singer. And we have a chance to win some free stuff. And you will get. And speaking of free stuff, we have a secret text word too. We have 9 Inch Nails tickets. The show is at the Wells Fargo Center August 27th. And tickets go on sale today at noon. So text the word secret to 39333. You'll be in the running for it. We'll come back in a moment. Stay with us.
Preston and Steve.
Called Anthem of the Sun. I think it was our second record. You know, back 3,000 years ago.
Yeah.
And that was probably my favorite. American Beauty, Working Man's Dead. They were nice, fuzzy, warm.
See, my first album I ever bought was Mars Hotel, so I automatically go back to that one. And Unbroken Chain. And
We were never very good in the studio. We never could cage the animal in the studio.
When did you realize that? It seemed to be early on.
Yeah, well, we thought we could make, no one knew how to make a record. But I mean, we didn't know how to make anything. We were just musicians at the time, and we weren't really savvy on the studio. No one had a studio.
Right.
Now I have a studio. Everybody has a studio. So we just weren't producible. There was too much anarchy in the band. Too many people wanting to do... they had strong opinions of it. So, and we never really liked it in the studio with the four walls. It was too captivating. We were like a captive in the studio. And we never really made a great record.
You guys had a pop explosion in the late 80s when you hit with Touch of Grey and Hell in a Bucket, In the Dark. Was that fun? Was that cool? Was it neat seeing a whole bunch of people who maybe had not been turned? You always had legions of loyal fans, but here all of a sudden, boom, You had fresh music. And the tour was gigantic. Was it fun?
Oh, yeah, it was fun, but it wasn't quite like that.
Okay.
What happened was we were already playing stadiums at the time. That was in 87.
Yeah.
So instead of playing 1 or 2 days at the stadium, we were playing 3 days at the stadium.
Yeah.
So it really didn't affect us much. We just
You guys were touring sold-out shows anyway.
We didn't feel it, which we were playing stadiums. And
Yeah, but you know what? I
was
found
more
out about you guys
incremental.
because of the Touch of Grey. There was a music video. I was young at the time, so so you guys had a music video, so you were totally reaching an audience. That,
we never did the videos or anything. We never did a single. So we weren't really part of the music industry. We never played that game. And if we lived by the single, we would die by the single. If we didn't have a hit.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
It's funny because I remember becoming aware of the Grateful Dead, through the iconic artwork that was associated with the band.
Yep.
What's that about? What's that about? So that predates, obviously, videos, but still, a visual medium brought me into the awareness of the music, which is very cool.
Exactly. It mirrored the music. In the old days, how that started was these artists would come to the shows, and we were all getting high, on psychoactive drugs, taking acid and whatever. And these were physical representations of what the music sounded like. They would go home and they would start painting, and they're still high, and that's what these things were representing. They were representing the music.
How were you vetting that, or was it just sort of, if you want to do it, or would you guys kind of consciously say, I don't like that, doesn't represent our band right, or was it just an open source?
Well, luckily in our case, the people would come up with these incredible,
iconic stuff.
Yeah. We just had to choose between the good stuff. I mean, it was so much good around. And a lot of people went home and just did it, and it was uncommissioned.
Yeah.
They just went out and said, this has to be done.
Wow.
And so then all of a sudden we looked at them and we go, that's us. And they go, okay, cool.
That's cool.
That's it.
Let me ask you, with the art and your painting, I mean, did people automatically take to it? Were you afraid you were going to get here's a musician trying to be a painter sort of deal?
I'm not afraid.
Yeah. So what was that jump like, and how well were you received initially? Because I mean, honestly, we were looking at the stuff. It's pretty amazing looking.
There it is.
Yeah. So what was that initially like?
Well, I didn't think of it as it's art.
Yeah, it is art.
Came out. It's
right.
You follow the muse. I mean, you're an artist. The thing that turns you on, makes you do things artistically. And first time I did it, I walked into the house, and my daughter looked at it and she said, Dad, this got legs.
That's pretty good.
Legs. She liked it.
Yeah.
And so if my daughter liked it, and she doesn't like much.
Does she like the Dead? Does she like
that?
Okay.
So I said, okay. I'll paint. If you like it, I'll paint it.
You can take a look for yourself and see Mickey Hart's work. It's called Vibrational Expressionism, The Art of Mickey Hart. And Sunday, back out this way, King of Prussia, noon to 2. Is there a spot where we can go to get all this information, a website or anything, you guys?
I just want to meet the King of Prussia.
Yes, we all do.
And I want to see Mrs. Prussia.
Sure.
Mr. Prussia. And all of the little Prussias.
All the Prussiettes. Yeah.
I'm actually Mrs. Prussia.
She is.
Yeah.
She shops there all the time.
I heard that she cooks.
Oh,
You heard wrong.
have heard wrong, sir.
Wrong, Mrs. Prussia.
She makes reservations. Yeah.
I can make a mean reservation.
She makes a mean reservation.
She makes a mean Romanoff.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give some love to the one and only Mr. Mickey Hart.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming by. There's something you and your spouse you will never
don't discuss,
ever agree on, ever.
And that's not a hole in the relationship.
Right.
That's just smart. You just don't agree on some things. That's totally fine. If it's an agitation, there's an entire rest of your lives to live. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, you know what, my wife and I don't
whether Hulk could beat Hulkbuster.
I don't think we'll ever agree on is which way the toilet paper goes on the roll.
Yeah.
And
or whether or not you should use it.
No. We both agree that you should use it, but I put toilet paper on the right way and she doesn't.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
Top down?
Yeah, it goes over.
Does it matter? It does matter to you guys?
No
You know what? Consider this.
No,
You're balling it up and jamming it in your butt.
It comes off of the toilet paper roll easier.
There
For
you
some
go.
perspective,
There you go.
Mr. Morrison.
Aesthetically.
By the way, did you guys see my notes in the bathroom this morning?
No.
You didn't?
No.
Oh, is it still out of toilet paper?
Yeah.
Oh, I saw that
Dude, it
the
was
other
out
day.
of toilet paper yesterday.
Did you do that last week?
No.
Because
I did it this
someone
morning.
had the courtesy to put up on the door.
Yeah.
Out of TP, so I went to another bathroom.
Can you fill me in here?
I saw that. So we were out of toilet paper, and
In the men's room?
In the men's room. So this morning I went in there and I did my business. It was a flashback to Casey when you caught me with my pants down in there.
Did you have to move stalls?
I did. I moved over to the second stall, and Kathy was out in the second stall.
Did you have to use
But
regular?
fortunately, it wasn't so messy that I could pull my underwear
use your
up.
shirt.
And I walked in. I used my shirt.
You just sit over the sink?
No, I got some paper
Ass
towels.
gaskets. Oh,
paper
okay.
towels.
You had to use paper towels?
Yeah, but I
wet them.
I moistened them, so it didn't rip.
The
my
man played
butt.
it right.
And so anyhow, so what I did after that is I happened to have my highlighter on me.
You put that in your butt?
No.
What is that?
I got 2 pieces of paper towel, and I wrote no PTP.
Yeah.
And set it over the toilet paper dispenser.
Awesome. Because if you go in and you see that, and you don't want someone to replicate your horrible situation. Someone actually stuck a note on the door going in last week, and I appreciate them doing that.
Fortunately, everything was a clean movement this morning. It wasn't mushy.
It was like a good cellist, Preston, has a clean movement.
Yeah. So anyhow, not every argument has a resolution.
Exactly. Getting back to the core issue.
When you start to hit these sub-freezing temperatures, anything below 32 degrees, and then when you get down into teens and the freezing happens even faster, there's all kinds of things that you can do with the weather.
You can play with the weather.
You can play with the weather.
So one of the downside is, of course, the needless loss of life. The plus side is you can do stupid stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So we decided we'd try an experiment or two while we have these conditions.
So what's the boiling water thing?
It is very cool.
So here's what you do, and this is a few years ago. This little thing started to happen and pop up. If you take a pot of boiling water, when the temperature gets well below freezing, if you go outside, Kathy, and you throw it up in the air, it turns into snow. Like immediately.
Why boiling water and not cold water? Yeah,
because it gets out. I guess because of the heat shift. Can we get our physicist back on the line?
I don't know.
Right?
I'm not sure. I didn't research it, to be honest, but there's a reason for it. So.
Yeah, and I watched a video the other day of a guy in Minnesota, and I think it was below zero where he was, and he had peed outside, and there was steam coming out.
Yes, that does happen.
Like just flat out.
In fact, maybe we'll have Nick take a dump and see what happens.
I don't know. Nick, you got one cooking?
Yeah, man. I'll do whatever you guys want.
Really?
Nick looks very uncomfortable. But Nick, should we just right out of the gate do the hot water?
I'm going to take the lid off. Max, you're going to toss it. Try not to toss it in my face. Okay.
No, wait, Nick. Before you do it, I would step away from Callie and step away a further. Step out to the lot.
Yeah, all right. So Max is going to throw it into the lot, but I'll take the lid off because Max has both hands on the pot itself. Boiling water. You guys ready?
Yeah, we're ready, man.
Makes sense.
All right,
Watch the video. Nick is going to give the description.
2, 1. Here we go. Took the lid off. Max tosses it in there. Oh my God! Now, not all of it turned into snow, but a decent amount of it did. Also, a decent amount immediately turned into steam.
And it's so windy that it went 50 yards away in the blink of an eye.
It was down the parking lot.
It was gone.
We did get instant snow.
Yeah.
But the wind is whipping so much that by the time Nick was done talking, it was already half a parking lot away.
It was gone.
Two things also happened. Max's foot was burnt, and the pot of water is now empty.
Oh.
All right, so let's see Callie's hair now. I don't want her to weld to the.
Well, I don't know. I don't think they poured more water on it, Steve.
Well, we don't want her to freeze to the thing, right?
She's still not laying down.
At this point, I'll take it.
Well,
anything.
Yeah, I mean, her hair is frozen solid, guys.
All right.
It's not sticking up like we saw in some of those hot tub photos.
Yeah.
Where people, but I mean, like it's coated with hairspray and it is completely frozen solid.
All right, because she's got very thick hair, so to get that sucker to freeze up the way we want it to would be a lot of work. But you can see the tips; it looks like icicles.
Wow. Okay, so we've learned that water
freezes in cold
temperatures.
Yeah.
All right.
And that if someone's hair is wet with that same type of water, it will freeze in cold temperatures. Then we're looking at Callie here. I just don't want her to freeze to make sure she moves a little bit.
Yeah, we can. How long has she been out there? Anybody know?
She's going to look like Wendy O. Williams. What was that?
About 5 minutes.
The punk rocker?
Yeah, about 5 minutes?
Yeah.
All right.
Can she move her head so we can see if it's frozen?
There we go.
Yeah. All right, we have frozen hair.
Yeah.
It's sticking straight out.
No, that's cool. We got it.
All right.
It actually looks like, what does that look? It looks like the when Maleficent turned the forest dead.
Yes. Oh, like all those
No, the
branches.
three
and
branches,
stuff?
yeah.
Yeah, it does look like that. Bill calling us?
Yeah.
Okay, Bill's calling us.
Bill's not wearing gloves.
Hang on, let me go to him.
Did he come in on his motorcycle?
No, he is. He just took one glove.
Why does he have a chafing dish?
There's no way he came in on his motorcycle. Bill Weston, Man About Town, are you there?
Good morning, my warm southern friend.
Hey. So, first of all, what do you have in the crook of your arm there? Are those peppermints?
They're peppermints that my wife went to like Costco and got like the 30-gallon size.
Yeah.
Realized that she only needed a dozen for her candy dish. And she said, well, why don't you take the rest into work? I said, that's really economically wise.
All right, fair enough. And so what did you want to, you wanted to jump in on this frozen hair thing, I guess, huh?
Well, first I see an intern out here freezing her tail off and with no hat on.
Yeah.
You know, your mother always said, don't leave the house without your hat and gloves.
Yeah.
And zip up your coat. And so I said, I hope you get extra credit for your internship program for this. She says, no, there's no credit for this. So, Marissa, we need to have a little chat.
Well, Bill, can you just actually go over and just have her raise her head? Because I think her hair's probably properly frozen now.
Yeah, let's check on the hair.
Hold on just a second.
All right.
All right.
We just don't want her to freeze to this building.
Oh, yeah. We've got some nice...
All right, that's cool.
That's it.
She's good.
It's frozen solid.
Have her come in.
And it's rigid. It's sticking straight out.
Yeah.
All right, Bill, how long are your pubes?
Oh, Jesus.
That's my favorite question. When Casey asked if they were gray.
Casey asked if they were gray.
Hey, Bill, you can tell her to come in, Bill.
Yeah, you guys can come in. We want to see this.
Hold on, Marissa has something. Marissa?
Just want to say this is Callie's last week, so this is like her last
There you go. We love Callie.
Yeah.
go.
All right.
Don't want to get me in trouble.
All right, Bill, you and Callie can come inside. A Volvo that was owned by David Bowie was auctioned off for approximately $218,000 in Switzerland. His Volvo 262C was one of the last of that line produced in 1981, and it was delivered to his Swiss home in June of that year. The car was initially registered under Bowie's own name, David Robert Jones, before transferring over to the record company Bellway Brothers.
This is the beginning of Philly Loves Bowie Week is today.
Can you do a commercial for the Chili Dogs place?
No,
That was Cinderella.
Oh, Cinderella. Yeah. Pat's Chili Dogs.
Chili Dogs.
Ground control to chili dogs. Hi, I'm David Bowie with a passionate message about any fan who loves a good chili dog.
How'd you get Bowie to do this?
Well, he was in town.
Well, look who it is.
Yeah, hi. Bing, I'm here to tell you about the best chili dog I've ever had.
Sounds great. Do tell.
It's a Pat's chili dog.
MMR.
Thank you, Kathy. You can feel the love in the air, friends. Love. We're getting ready for Valentine's Day. And with that, obviously, we've been telling you our favorite place to go to get set for Valentine's Day, Steven Singer Jewelers, for the gold dip roses and all the other things. Well, looky here. The man himself is in our studio, Steven Singer.
Good morning, guys.
Nice to see you again.
How many times have I been in the studio? 50, 60 times?
Oh, way
something like
more than that.
More?
Yeah.
This is the first time I walked in and Preston hocked Louie right and spit right on me. I thought that was a shot right over Kathy's head.
That's what he does.
It's a theme today.
Yeah.
We're spitting. That's what we do.
I feel the love.
Yeah. Can people come down and get spit on in the other corner of 8th and Walnut?
Absolutely.
If it makes you happy, you'll do it.
We'll do anything. A little reach around, spit on, whatever you want.
You supply happiness. So, Stephen, we're gonna do some giveaways in a moment. But before we get into the specifics and solicit for our callers and introduce our other guests that are here to help out, you brought in the new peacock teal rose for us this morning.
I did. It's brand new. We had actually a Preston and Steve listener asked us for this about 5 or 6 years ago.
Really?
And it's very hard. We save it to get like 20 shades of blue and green to blend together and look nice because it's all done by hand. It's not a machine situation. It takes a lot of time. And we finally got it, and we're very proud of it. It looks very, very nice.
The ombre, right? Is where they refer to it.
Ombre, yes, because it fades from one. It's 20 shades of green and blue on the top and on the sides.
Hey, by the way, how did you get into this whole rose thing anyway? Because, I mean, it's been going on for a long time now.
Since 1980.
Okay.
1980.
We started. That's when we introduced them to first Philadelphia and Pennsylvania, then went national years after that.
Wow.
That was only 5 years after roses themselves were invented.
Yes. It was. We were at a craft show, and we saw somebody had made one by hand.
Okay.
And I looked and I said, that's something I could steal. It's amateurs borrow, professionals steal. So I just stole the idea, and I wish I would have invented it, but I didn't. And then it took us, several years to actually make them and get them so the rose doesn't explode.
Right.
And we got it, so it was perfect, and here we are.
So besides the rose obviously being the easy, I'm going to get that for Valentine's Day for sure. What's another hot item that you guys have?
Oh, we have the Wrapped Up in Love diamond necklace.
Okay.
And we're going to give some of these prizes away, but we have it in all white with diamonds. We have it in rose gold and diamonds and yellow gold with diamonds. I have some samples with me. It's only $148. And it's one of the reasons why other stores hate me, because for them to make something similar to this, it's at least $300 to $350.
That's the thing when we talk about it. We say, during the sponsor we're doing for you as well, and we're all customers, so we come in again, and this is no BS. The price is low, but the look and everything is really nice.
Well, you guys know, but we just started really telling it to the public. For the first 10 years I was in the industry, I was a wholesaler and manufacturer, and I sold to every major chain, the shopping networks, independents, and I wouldn't give the names, but discount stores. So we were the manufacturer's manufacturer. We sold to them.
Right.
And it was one of the reasons that I got into the store. I said, I have to be able to do a better job than most of these guys are doing. And we opened the store, and in essence, we sell it wholesale to the public. We don't sell to other stores anymore, and we just make up all the custom stuff ourselves. And in some categories, we are the world's largest seller of that particular category.
That's
we sell
pretty
more
wild.
than like some of the big chain stores names that have like 7,000 stores around the country. So we're able to really work on a very small margin. And we have two cool things. We have 1,000 mystery shoppers, they're called, from my industry group. They go around, look at all the stores around the country and see what everybody's doing. And then we have an algorithm like an Amazon, obviously not as sophisticated as Amazon, that shops everything, and we make sure that our prices are always better than everybody else's.
Yeah. The thing, the proof's in the pudding, press. Anytime you send somebody over to Stephen and to your location or even online, they always get the same deal we would get.
We had that the thing called the perfect price, which is the one price policy. If the Pope walks in with his head on fire, we don't change the price.
You just put them out first.
This is the price, and it's always the best value.
All right, well, we're ready to give some stuff away.
Yeah.
Steven's brought the gold dip roses, and we have in to accompany, sort of, Steven, a couple of people. First of all, we're introducing, him very, very well. He's much beloved, especially in our YouTube community. They just love him to death. Ladies and gentlemen, our friend Kyle Mack is here.
Look at that jacket.
What's up, buddy?
Oh my gosh. What's up, guys? How
You
you
look
doing?
amazing. They are wearing sequined jackets. Kyle is a red sequin jacket. And playing guitar for him this morning. They're both in the Michael McDonald tribute act called Minute by Minute. Hugely successful. Michael is here with us this morning. What's Mike's last name?
Ian.
Mike Ian.
Yeah.
All right, so Michael Ian, the microphone is down by his guitar, so you're not going to be able to hear him right now. But Mike is
Hello, everyone.
a phenomenal guitarist who I've had the pleasure to jam with myself.
Yes.
Is incredible. So what we're going to do is we're going to do Steven and a singer. We did this. Do you guys remember? Was it like
2 years ago?
2 years ago. So
sir.
we're reviving this contest. And what we're going to do is we're going to get callers on the line. You can call now at 215-263-WMMR. And we're going to pull your phone. You're going to pull you up on the air. We're going to put you on with Kyle and Michael. They are going to play a love song. Now, the thing that has changed about the song is that Kyle, instead of singing the lyrics to the song, is only going to repeat Steven Singer's name over and over to the melody of the song.
So it's wedged in there.
Yeah, so you should hopefully be able to pick up what song it is by the melody alone. but it's made very difficult because the lyrics are not the same. It's just Steven Singer repeated over and over.
It throws you up. And Steven will be playing the unplugged electric piano.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you won't-
Unplugged electric piano.
Yeah, this is
Okay.
the way my wife wakes me up every morning by singing my name to make me.
Go.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yes, I am. I am Steven Singer.
Let's take this out for a spin. All right, we're going to go to our phone lines. I've got Michael, who's going to be our first contestant. Michael, good morning to you, sir.
Top of the morning.
Top. Where are you calling? Where are you calling from, Michael?
Philadelphia.
All right, bud.
Philadelphia.
We're going to see how well you know your love songs, Michael. Would you say you're a lover or a fighter, Michael?
Both.
Both.
Okay. Did you get up early this morning to write some love sonnets to that special lady in your life?
Oh, all the time.
Yeah.
Especially this morning.
All right. Well, here we go. We're gonna start. I'm glad we're starting with Michael.
Yeah.
You don't get any more filling.
No,
than
that's
that.
it. Perfect.
All right, Michael. Here's our first song. Let's see. And if Michael doesn't get it right, we'll go to another caller.
Yes.
We'll do 2 callers and then we'll move along.
All right.
If they don't get it. So let's begin. Steven and a singer. Here we go.
Steven Singer. 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 Beautiful. Is that done?
If you got more.
Steven Singer. Steven Singer. And Steven Singer. Steven Singer. Steven Singer. Steven Singer. Yeah. Beautiful. Good. What would you expect to pay for that amazing record package?
I don't know. This one I do not know.
No? Oh, my God.
know.
You know how many
I
girls
know.
I Frenched while dancing to this song?
All right, well, let me go to Michael, see if he's Frenched a few ladies and might know. Michael, do you know what song that is?
Kyle, that was one hell of a singing. No, I do not.
You do not. All right. Thanks
I had a
anyway,
feeling.
Michael. I appreciate
It's a
it.
wonderful song.
All right, we'll give one more caller a shot. I have Pat. Hey, Pat, good morning.
Morning. Go Birds.
Go Birds. All right, Pat, did you hear the song?
I did hear the song, and I know it off the top of my head. I can remember it from old school 8th grade dances.
Yeah.
Can you remember one of the lyrics? The one that gets repeated a lot. Anything?
I can't.
Sorry, Pat. Oh, you guys want to name it?
Yeah, it's Always and Forever.
Always and Forever.
By Heatwave.
Oh, okay.
Is that too tough?
No.
Okay, no.
It might be. It's one of the more difficult ones on here. Looking at the titles, but that's okay. We need some that
We
are
need
hard.
people to be disappointed.
Right. No, we need some that are a challenge. Yeah. So we'll go to Bruce. Hey, Bruce. Good morning.
Hey, good morning.
All right, Bruce. You ready to play Steven and a singer?
Oh, yeah.
All right. This is song number 2. Let's see if you know this little ditty.
Steven Singer. Steven Singer. Steven Singer. Steven Singer. Steven Singer. Steven Singer. Yeah.
All right.
Wow.
Bruce,
Oh,
you
that's
should know
an
that
easy
one.
one.
What song is it?
That's Crazy Little Thing Called Steven Singer.
Well done. And Bruce, hang on. You just won, and here's what we have for you.
You won the #1 gift for Valentine's Day, one of Steven Singer's 24-karat gold dip roses. Steven Singer's gold dip roses start at just $59, and they come with Steven's lifetime guarantee and fast and free shipping. Real roses from a real jeweler, dipped in real gold for your real love, only at IHateStevenSinger.com.
Steven Singer,
I just wanted to tell you, if it's okay, I'd like to up the ante on this gift.
Okay.
What?
We want to give them the 24-karat peacock rose. We want to give them one of our newer displays that hold up to a dozen roses.
Oh,
From
wow.
1 to a dozen, so it stands up.
Okay.
We're going to give them a fresh rose scent that lasts up to a year. Would you put that next to it? Smells like fresh rose, like a dozen fresh roses.
Okay.
We're going to give them a rose cleaning cloth, and that's not what all you get. Well, you also get a Wrapped Up in Love diamond necklace.
Oh!
Holy hell!
So for the next call, the next winner.
No, we're going to do it for all the winners.
For all of them?
Oh my God. All right, I'm going to call him right now.
Everybody gets the Wrapped Up in Love diamond necklace on top of this.
Holy hell.
Oh, my God. Okay, well, let's make it happen. We will go next to Denise. Hi, Denise.
Hello.
Hello. All right, Denise, we're playing Stephen and a Singer. Are you ready to receive the gift of music?
I am.
All right, Kyle and Michael, let's hear the next song.
I wrote the words on my hand.
Okay.
He did.
Stephen Singer, Stephen Singer, Stephen Singer, Stephen Singer.
All right, Denise, do you know the song?
I do.
What is it?
I had the time of my life with Steven Singer.
Steven, I got to imagine that you're going to take today's podcast, go into the bathroom with a box of tissues, listen to the music, and pleasure yourself.
I'm just going to bring it to my wife. I'm hiring these two guys for Valentine's Day to sit down and serenade her.
Yeah.
Yes, like that.
All right. So, Denise, here's what we have for you.
All right, Denise, in addition to everything that Stephen had just added to the prizes, you're going to get the number one gift for Valentine's Day. This is one of Stephen Singer's 24-karat gold dip roses. Stephen Singer gold dip roses start at just $59. They come with Stephen's lifetime guarantee, fast, free shipping, real roses from a real jeweler, dipped in real gold for your real love, only at IHateStephenSinger.com, and a Wrapped Up in Love diamond necklace. That's all for you, Denise.
All right, we're going to get another caller, and we're doing Stephen and a Singer, where Kyle and Michael are taking love songs and changing the lyrics into exclusively Stephen Singer. If you can identify from the melody, then you get to name the song and win the prize. So we will go to Terry next. Hey, Terry.
Hey, good morning to you.
Good morning, Terry. All right, playing Stephen and the Singer. You ready?
Yes.
All right, next song, fellas.
Stephen Singer, Stephen Singer, Stephen Singer, Stephen Singer, Stephen Singer, Stephen Singer, yeah, Stephen Singer.
I love it. I'm not kidding. I would listen to a record of all Stephen Singer songs that way.
Sung by Kyle.
Kyle's voice is beautiful, and the
played
guitar
by
playing
Michael.
is on point.
All
I'm
right,
going to put this on a loop for myself. This is fantastic. I don't know how my head's going to fit through the door to leave here.
Terry, do you know that song?
I think it's Sarah's Smile.
Yes, it is. That's absolutely correct. You win, sir. Hang on.
Terry, you won the number one gift for Valentine's Day, one of Stephen Singer's 24-karat gold dip roses. Stephen Singer's gold dip roses start at just $59, and they come with Stephen's lifetime guarantee and fast and free shipping. Real roses from a real jeweler dipped in real gold for your real love, only at IHateStephenSinger.com, and a Wrapped Up in Love diamond necklace. IHateStephenSinger.com.
By the way, we're doing 9 of these total. These guys put together a lot of songs.
What would you
for us here.
expect to pay for that amazing record package?
We are going to go to Jeff next. Hey there, Jeff.
Good morning.
All right, Jeff. You ready to play along, buddy?
I'm going to try.
Okay. All right, Jeff.
Matthew
You
McConaughey?
need to calm down.
All right.
Kyle at Minute by Minute in Bonn, man. Excellent show, buddy.
Oh, they saw you minute by minute.
Awesome. What did you think?
It was excellent. I loved it.
Awesome.
Excellent.
By the way, we might be coming to a famous theater in the Philadelphia area in June.
Really?
Yes, we can't say what it is yet until we can sign the contract, but be on the lookout for it, y'all. Go to minutebyminutelive.com.
Minute by Minute, the Michael McDonald tribute act, and amazing, like an 11-piece band.
Correct.
It's a badass experience. All right, let's try this out, Jeff. Here comes your song.
Steven Singer, 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 Steven Singer.
All right.
Yeah.
Jeff, what song is that?
I'm drawing a blank.
One of the great songs.
right.
He only likes Michael McDonald.
Got to let you go, Jeff. Thank you, though. All right, we'll try another caller. We'll go to James, see if he was paying attention. James, are you there?
Here, but I don't know it.
We have to find somebody. We only got.
All right, you want to find somebody else?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Let's go to, we'll go to John. John, are you there?
You do.
Yeah. John, did you hear the song?
I did. I believe that was In Your Eyes.
Yes! Absolutely. Hang on, John. You are a winner.
Yeah, you got the #1 gift for Valentine's Day. One of Steven Singer's 24-karat gold dip roses. Steven Singer's gold dip roses start at just $59, and they come with Steven's lifetime guarantee. Fast free shipping. These are real roses from a real jeweler dipped in real gold for your real love only at IHateStevenSinger.com, and a wrapped up in love diamond necklace.
All right, I'm excited for this next one. We're going to go to Brandon. Hey, Brandon, good morning.
Hey, morning.
All right, Brand. Everybody's just kind of like, hey, what's up, man?
Well, they're in love.
They are in love. Brandon, by the way, do you have a significant other, Brandon?
I sure do.
All right. Well, then you're in the right place. We might get you a wonderful gift here. Listen closely. These guys are going to sing a song with only Steven Singer in the lyrics, but the melody might give away. Identify the song and you win. Here we go.
Steven Singer. 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 Steven Singer.
Yes. All right. Brandon, what song is that?
Yeah, I'm drawing a blank.
Oh, dude.
I thought that was a gimme.
All right. Thanks anyway. We will go to, we got a bunch of mics on the line. This is Mike H. Mike H., are you there? Mike. Hey, Mike, can you hear me? Nope. Okay, we'll move on to another one. We have Mike F., who is here. Hey, Mike, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, Mike, did you hear that song?
Yes, I did.
What is it?
Is it Prince Rule My World?
Well, Rule My World is in the lyrics, but that's not the name of the song. You want to try again?
You don't have to be rich.
Also a lyric.
Can we give him a...
Keep singing.
You don't have to be rich to rule my world.
Keep going.
You don't have to be cool to be my girl.
Okay, one more line.
Yeah. I just want your extra time and your kiss.
Song is called Kiss, Mike. Way to sing it out, brother. You win, and here we go.
All right, you got the number one gift for Valentine's Day. One of Steven Singer's 24 carat gold dip roses. Steven Singer's gold dip roses start at just $59. They come with Steven's lifetime guarantee, fast free shipping, real roses from a real jeweler, dipped in real gold for your real love, and a wrapped up in love diamond necklace only at IHateStevenSinger.com.
Oh, this is going really well right now.
I mean, listen, just watching Kyle sing the upper register on that friggin' song.
It's the best.
Kyle, how hard is it to sing not the real lyrics to these songs?
It's pretty difficult.
Yeah, yeah, you're doing an amazing job at it.
The hardest part about it is trying to think of how to fit the syllables of Steven Singer into a melody and not get over anxious about messing it up.
We tried. We were going to do a contest one time. It was around Christmas, and we were going to take. We were going to take Christmas carols, and we were going to have the melody of one, but singing the lyrics to another. So Jingle Bells, but singing Frosty the Snowman's lyrics. It is almost impossible to pull off because it's exactly. It's so ingrained in your head.
But you did it, Preston. Weren't you able to do it?
I don't think so. I don't think I pulled it off. But I'll work on that. All right, let's get another caller. We're going to go to Tracy next. Hi there, Tracy.
Hello.
All right, Tracy, we are playing Steven and a singer. You ready?
Yep.
All right, Kyle and Michael. Here we go.
Steven Singer. 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 Steven Singer.
That's beautiful.
Kyle's such a great singer. How great is Michael on the guitar?
They're both great.
Man?
I mean, and also I think the little flourishes that Michael is throwing on is giving hints.
I love it.
Much needed in many cases.
All right, Tracy, do you know that song?
Is it Eric Clapton, The Way You Look Tonight?
Yeah.
Oh.
Think
So you're
about
close.
sing the song and you sing it to us. Sing it to us. Sing the lyrics. Say some of the lyrics.
And I said
I
yes.
have no idea.
Oh, you do.
Come on, you're there.
Don't you think that Kyle's a wonderful singer?
And I said,
All right. Tracy's not getting it. Thank you, Tracy. She's not picking it up.
Right there.
We're going to go to Diane. Hi, Diane. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, Diane, did you hear that song?
I did. I'm with her on Eric Clapton.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't.
How does the song go? And I say yes. What does he say?
Sorry. Say that again.
And he sings, and I said yes, I believe is the lyric before.
And I said yes. You feel wonderful tonight.
Wonderful tonight. That's it. Yes. That is the title of that song. Hang on, Diane.
Diane, you got the number one gift for Valentine's Day, one of Steven Singer's 24-karat gold dip roses. Steven Singer's gold dip roses start at just $59. They come with Steven's lifetime guarantee. They are fast free shipping, real roses, real jeweler, dipped in real gold for your real love, and a wrapped up in love diamond necklace only at IHateStevenSinger.com.
Do you think you're going to sell out of these, the new peacock teals?
I know we are because this was a very limited. It was much harder to make. It took double the time to make. And but we wanted to have it. And it takes a year to build enough inventory for Valentine's Day.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
but you guys have
we have it now.
Rent a place or do you have an extra storage facility?
We have
where all this stuff goes?
250,000 square feet.
It's insane.
I'm not kidding.
We know for a fact, and you move a ton of them, but they do. You got to be careful, and you have also older versions of the rose available as well. Correct?
Like the classic colors.
We have all the classic colors. We have the red that starts at $59, and we have the I Love You, which is a blush color that's $59. So anybody that's just starting their collection, that's a great way to start.
Yep.
And we have I think 56 colors now.
Oh my
something like
gosh!
that.
Jesus. Oh, is green popular right now?
We do an Eagles Rose for autism, which we're raising money, and 100% of the money goes to the autism chapter.
Phenomenal.
Excellent.
Kelsey's wife.
All right, let's get our next caller on the line, and it is Erica. Hi there, Erica.
Hey, how are you guys?
Awesome. We're playing Steven and his singer. You ready to go?
Yes, I am.
All right, Kyle and Michael, here's our next song.
Steven Singer, Steven Singer, Steven Singer, Steven, Steven Singer, Steven Singer, Steven Singer. Steven Singer.
Beautiful.
Erica, it's a classic love song. Do you know the title?
I sure do. That is My Heart Will Go On.
You got it. Yes. All right, you win, Erica. Hang on.
You got the number one gift for Valentine's Day, one of Steven Singer's 24-karat gold dip roses. Steven Singer's gold dip roses start at just $59. They come with Steven's lifetime guarantee and fast and free shipping. These are real roses from a real jeweler dipped in real gold for your real love. And Steven, thank you so much for adding the wrapped up in love diamond necklace. Only can be found at IHateStevenSinger.com.
All right. I think you skipped this one, Michael. Hang on.
That's what we're going to do.
Okay. All right. So there's 2 left. We were just going over the numbers of how many are left.
And by the way, just a good reminder that these aren't just they're actual roses sealed permanently in gold.
Yeah, real long stem rose. And and you can buy them year round too, right?
We sell them year round. We have birthstone roses, so you can do every month a birthstone, or if it's a mother and 2 kids, that type of thing.
That's great.
Obviously, we sell them for Mother's Day. Christmas, we sell a lot of red, green, and white roses together in a triple bouquet.
Oh, that's a good idea.
When people graduate from school, let's say somebody graduates from Penn State, they'll get a white and a blue in Penn State colors, or that type of thing. Or Syracuse, they'll get an orange.
Yeah.
And when the Eagles win, we sell Eagles green like crazy.
Yeah.
And that color is our worst color normally. But Eagles green, when they win, people go out of their mind and sell it like crazy. Yeah.
That's funny.
All right, we have 2 more prizes to give away. So I'm going to get Benny on our Xfinity mobile guest line. Hey, Benny, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, Benny, we're playing Steven and the Singer. You ready?
Ready.
All right, and we might need to sing along with this,
Yes.
possibly.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see. All right, when you guys are ready.
This one goes out to YouTube. Fingers up, yo.
Steven Singer, Steven Singer, Steven Singer. Steven Singer, Steven Singer, Steven Singer. Steven Singer. Steven, say everybody, come and help us say. Steven Singer. Steven Singer. Steven Singer. Steven Singer.
Oh, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. Benny, what song is that?
Well, now that I'm done crying. Steven is lost his loving feeling.
Yes! Points for you, Benny. Hang on. Here's what we have.
You have one of Steven Singer's 24-karat gold dip roses. Steven Singer's gold dip roses start at just $59. They come with Steven's lifetime guarantee, fast and free shipping, real roses from a real jeweler dipped in real gold for your real love, and a wrapped up in love diamond necklace only at IHateStevenSinger.com.
By the way, Kyle, there's a lot of messages on our YouTube stream that are saying we love you, Kyle.
I love you too, guys. Miss y'all.
Pass that along to you. All right, we have one more to go.
One more,
and then we're finished. So our next caller up is Matt. Hey, Matt, good morning.
Good morning,
good morning to see you, Matt. Steven and a singer. We have one more to go, and this is Kyle and Michael's favorite one. You ready?
Yep.
All right, let's go.
Steven Singer. Steven
amazing.
Kyle.
Yeah.
All right, Matt. What song is that?
Steven Singer, I will always love you.
Hang on, buddy, because you're our final winner.
And you won the #1 gift for Valentine's Day, one of Steven Singer's 24-karat gold dip roses. Steven Singer's gold dip roses start at just $59, and they come with Steven's lifetime guarantee and fast and free shipping. Real roses from a real jeweler, dipped in real gold for your real love, and a wrapped up in love diamond necklace only at IHateStevenSinger.com.
Oh, that was just brilliant, man. That was amazing.
We had almost everybody won but one, right?
Yeah,
pretty good.
Maybe two. I think two we had
yeah.
let go. But no, we gave away a lot of great prizes. Thank you for
man.
bringing.
These guys are fantastic.
Aren't they?
Oh, my God.
Thanks, Steve.
Kyle, he's looking at the words for every song.
Right. I
And,
write them down.
which is crazy. You think he would have it down. I think he does price checks in a dollar store. How much is this? $1. This one? $1. He has to look at it. But these guys are awesome. And that's hard to do with his range.
Yeah,
oh my
God.
Woo.
It's something else.
These guys are awesome.
And make sure you go check out. We'll when Minute by Minute has that official gig booked, let me know, and we'll make sure that everybody is aware of that, because you guys are incredible musicians.
And if you have a venue and you'd like to, how do they contact you? What's the best way to contact you guys?
You can contact us with our information on minutebyminutelive.com.
Minute by Minute.
Go there. Those
live.com.
forms are our information for contact is right there.
All right.
As well as video, music, pictures, all that type of stuff.
And also, these guys play in various bands and stuff. Michael, what band are you playing in now?
I'm still with the FM band.
FM band.
And an ELP tribute, actually.
Really? Yeah. An ELP tribute.
Yeah.
They got a gig coming up.
Yeah, actually.
Where's that?
At Sellersville Theater.
Sellersville. When? What's the date? Do you know offhand?
Shooting for August 2nd, I believe.
All right, well, let us know about that, because I'm sure we got some Emerson, Lake and Palmer fans that would like to check that out. Excellent. And Kyle, you with a band right now or no?
And right now, I'm just doing quality over quantity. So focusing on the stuff I really love to do. So short answer, no.
Thank you for that answer.
I'm currently in a very heavy loitering schedule.
Right.
And Steven Singer, you're quite busy leading up to Valentine's Day.
Yes, sir. We're busy. We're open 7 days a week. And we have 24-hour phone people that live all over the country that will answer and help you over social media, over Zoom, on the phone. Any way you want to communicate with us, we'll do it.
Excellent. All right, man. Great to see you. Thanks for being here.
Thanks so much for having me in, guys. This was awesome.
Excellent. Let's hear it for Steven, Kyle, and Michael. Steven and a singer. You guys nailed it. All right, we will take a break. We'll come back in a second. And we do have some Bizarre File stories we'll get to in a moment. Stay put.
Preston and Steve.
On 93.
How did they get him in the first place?
If you like a chili dog, bum bum bum.
Where is it? I don't know. But anyhow, he definitely
Do you like a good chili dog.
he definitely owned a Volvo, and that's.
Oh no, I've got chili all over my Volvo.
That's Chili Dog's We Buy Gold place now.
Oh, is that what it is now? Mm-hmm. Okay. Anyhow, David Bowie.
Do you have extra gold you'd like to make some money off of?
All right, and then finally, what?
What?
Oh, there you go.
I am David Bowie. I just had an otherworldly experience. As Major Tom, I took you into space, but now it's time to explore your belly.
Okay.
Introducing my new character, Ziggy Chili Dog.
Did he have diamond dogs?
Chili Dogs.
Was that what his album was? Diamond Dogs?
Was it?
The new one's called Chili Dogs.
How bizarre would it be just out of nowhere?
He just becomes enamored of chili dogs.
That he is all of a sudden he is a proponent of the of chili dogs. Oh, this is Diamond Dogs, yeah.
Yeah, Diamond Dogs.
Yeah. Did you guys hear the news that Khloe Kardashian is pregnant? You may have heard that, right?
Yeah. She was on Ellen, right?
She made the announcement, of course, a little while back. She may be head over heels in love with her boyfriend, NBA star Tristan Thompson.
Yeah, head over heels.
But the revenge body star has no desire to get hitched anytime soon. She told Ellen DeGeneres in the first TV interview since announcing the pregnancy that we're not in any rush for that.
We're in no rush to get married.
She added, as you know, I've rushed quite a few things before.
And I've made some mistakes, and I regret those mistakes.
Referencing her marriage to Lamar Odom after knowing him for 30 days. I forgot
wow.
that's how quickly that happened. Yeah.
It was just 30 days.
Oh, my God. Look at this picture.
Yeah.
She does look like a
It looks
giant.
like it looks like a scene from Pacific Rim.
And
She's a
listen,
kaiju.
not fat.
No.
She's just a tall person.
I love you, Ellen.
Do they have her stats on Wiki, like how tall she is?
6'9".
So, Nick, type in how tall is...
I think she's 5'11".
But like, even in their
Khloe
family
Kardashian.
pictures, I don't think she's towering over the rest of them.
No, she's bigger.
I don't know how tall...
Because OJ's her father.
Ellen is either.
She's 5'10".
5'10".
There we
That
go.
would make Ellen like 3'11.
Yeah, because that's how tall my wife is. She's 5'10".
Yeah, that's not like
5'9", 5'10", somewhere in that range.
bare range.
But I think the other ones are just, everybody else is just tiny.
Tiny?
Yeah. So anyhow, as you know, she said I rushed into quite a few things before. Right now, I'm so loving the place I'm in and very happy with how things are. We talk about it for sure. What's meant to be will be.
I just love spending time now foraging through garbage cans. It's really a zen thing for me. Ellen.
Kardashian adds that she knows her 26-year-old beau is a good dad after watching him parent his 1-year-old son, Prince, in a previous relationship.
Okay. That's the tip-off.
She said he's such a good dad. He's so great just during pregnancy, and he makes me more excited, too. I'm excited. That's unbelievable that he has just a 1-year-old and has moved on.
He's a great dad.
He's fathering another one over here. And
Did he bring Khloe to the birth, Preston? Did you say that?
That's a good question.
Exemplary
To the first
dad,
baby? Yeah.
Sweetie, I'd like you to meet my girlfriend.
How long is her gestation period? Do we know?
I don't know because
It's 2 years.
There's a hibernation thing, right?
You guys are mean.
The one thing is that the baby can immediately forage for itself when it comes out.
There is a picture here of the 4 girls, and she is significantly taller.
Significantly.
I'm a little bigger.
And you know they're wearing heels, Kathy.
Yeah.
When she gets into her laughing fits, man,
she's so
watch
Can't
out.
stop. It's a runaway train. Her gynecologist actually zip lines in. It's crazy. Okay, everything looks pretty good. Is that a stalagmite? What is that? Oh my God. One-eyed Willie.
Chester Copperpot.
There's an entire pirate ship in here. Hey, you remember when we fought that octopus? Oh, that was in the edited scene.
Yeah, they took that out of the movie.
By the way,
The Gooey's instead of the Goonies.
she's really pretty.
She has.
She's yes.
She doesn't look anything like she used to look. My assistant. Come on over here, man.
Hey,
look
Sloth,
at this.
come
here. Look at this. Navajo cave etchings.
Then when they have to do the look around the back end.
Goonies taking place inside Khloe Kardashian. Quickly, hide in the fallopian tubes. I'll use my chattering teeth to pull us up.
Oh, God. All right. So anyhow, they'll name the boy, if it's a boy, Tristan Jr.
Okay, cute.
Just to let you know. Here's another bit of trivia for National Trivia Day. Long before rap battles, there was flighting, the exchange of witty, insulting verses. The verbal throwdowns were popular in England and Scotland from the 5th to 16th centuries. So it was kind of like, your mama jokes, I guess, going back and forth. But back in the 5th to 16th
Your mater
centuries.
gives handies to the house staff.
Your mater.
Your mater. Your mater inhales snuff through her buttocks.
Burn.
Got you.
Dude, you know what that made me think of? Is we talked about knock joke being a big thing in the 1930s and 40s.
Yeah.
And you were FDR.
He was trying to
doing a knock. Who's that? Your mother manually stimulates migrant workers. Oh my God! Yeah, so they it was called flighting.
Yeah, flighting,
and they would jab do little jabs at each other.
Your mater is so corpulent when she sits around the house, the spire sticks in her rectum. Snap!
Oh snap!
Snap.
Oh my God! All right, so that's what they used to do apparently. So that's been going on for a long time.
I think we talked about this one time. The history of humor and what makes us want to laugh and makes us want to make others laugh, and it goes back. A lot of times, the basis of everything is in insults.
I felt like an idiot yesterday because my 8-year-old daughter got me with a little bit of a joke.
Did she?
Yeah. Can I get you with it?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, you ready? Steve, would you remember me in an hour?
Yes.
Steve, would you remember me in a day?
Yes.
Steve, would you remember me in a month?
Yes.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
I thought you said you would remember me. Snap! I was like, how did I fall for that?
My daughter got me one yesterday too, which was what do you call a suspicious noodle?
What?
An imposter.
I was like, spaghetti?
All right.
It's like beef stroganoff.
Yeah.
Why?
You heard of jerking cattle?
Beef stroganoff. Mm-hmm. Or did you hear about the peanut walking through the park? It was assaulted. I mean, they're so stupid.
I know, and they're great.
Yeah.
I don't even necessarily know how to verbalize the feeling that I have inside when I see like lame Eagles chants and people making up their own lame Eagles fight songs and lame quote unquote pep rallies.
As you were.
Like forced pep rallies.
Forced pep rallies.
Forced pep rallies. All right, here's one. Yeah, and I love the outfit and I love the zeal for it.
Can you describe it, please, for those who are listening to the radio?
So it is an older couple. Married couple that has made up, and they're dancing. They're wearing Eagles gear. She's got a cool little Eagles tinsel wig on, and Steve, I know you love tinsel.
I'm a huge fan of tinsel.
Right.
And they're making up their own Eagles song.
So you hate this elderly couple because they've made up their own Eagles song?
I think it's a lame song.
So what? They're having fun.
You know what? And you're right. They are having fun.
But here, Marissa, pull the audio. She heard us talking about this in the break, so she pulled up the audio. I haven't heard this. I've just seen this video footage that we're watching right now. So here we go. This is them, and their Casey says lame Eagles fight song.
Fly all the way up. Fly all the way up. Fly all the way up.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Eagles, do your thing. We need a Super Bowl ring. Fly all the way up.
Yeah.
Fly all the way up.
Yeah.
Fly all the way up.
Get behind this, right?
Fly all the way up.
I agree with you, Kathy. Yes, they're having fun.
E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles.
I love it. I love the genuine zeal, the energy. What you don't know is that this woman is an Army veteran who donates her time on the... No, I don't know what the story is. They're having a great time.
Yes.
I was trying to run a CSI diagnosis or analysis of, I think, what... These are clearly... long-time Eagles fans.
They're really happy.
Yes. Really entrenched in it. Are you more pissed off about what you perceive to be bandwagon jumpers? Okay, then I'm at a loss.
I just don't. Why do you have to make this lame song? We have a good song.
But they're not.
They're having fun. They're a couple. They're having
you know
fun
what,
in their
Kathy?
own
I'm
home.
with you. I am
Listen,
totally
they're not out performing it somewhere.
Fly all the way up. Well, yes, they are.
They're
And
in
now
their
it's
house.
on my Twitter feed.
Let me
I have
ask
no
you
control.
something.
Don't
In
watch
defense,
it.
and
Yes.
Kathy, I know you're going to back me up on this.
All right.
What do Eagles do?
They fly all the way up.
Exactly.
And then they also swoop down and
Wait,
listen.
I love this participation. Where there's like one time where it's like,
Yeah, that's it.
Well, listen, I don't think they're trying to rewrite the Eagles fight song. They're just having some fun.
Listen, and I know because I bought the stinking dog mask. And anybody that wants to...
3 WMMR.
WMMR presents Preston and Steve's Bizarre File.
All righty, we'll get into some stories. We'll start with this. A New York State police trooper who claimed that he was shot on Long Island surrendered to police on Monday and is now facing charges after officials say he actually shot himself on purpose.
Oh, man.
Thomas Maschia, a once honored state trooper, now finds himself on the other side of law and stripped of his job per the criminal complaint. Officials say the trooper shot himself for attention and sympathy.
Wow.
The 27-year-old now disgraced trooper turned himself in. His parents, Dorothy and Thomas Maschia, Maschia Sr., a former NYPD officer, also turned themselves in. They were charged with criminal possession of a firearm after prosecutors say a gun was found at the foot of their bed. So Maschia has been charged with tampering with physical evidence, falsely reporting a crime, and official misconduct. Prosecutors say back on October 30th, the trooper pulled to the shoulder of the Southern State Parkway, and he dumped a handful of .22 caliber shells on the ground. Prosecutors say he then drove to Hempstead Lake State Park, shot himself, and then drove back. And he reported being shot by a masked man in a dark-colored Charger with New Jersey plates. The gun used in the shooting was the same one found in his parents' bedroom. A manhunt was underway for several days, and a ceremony was held for him when he was released from Nassau University Medical Center.
Where did he shoot himself? Do they specify?
Doesn't say. Maschia had a background check and psych evaluation when he joined the force in 2019. Officials say there were no red flags, and he passed both the background check and evaluation. He resigned on Friday and is due back in court next week. Can you believe it?
For what reason?
It said sympathy and attention.
I mean, wow.
A Waukesha gym teacher was so intoxicated, a court commissioner on Monday questioned how he is still alive. When he got to work on Friday, prosecutors say 52-year-old Randall of Villarreal was drunk 5 times the legal limit.
5 times?
Police were called to investigate a hit-and-run crash. Investigators say Villarreal rear-ended another car and then took off. He allegedly told the other driver that he needed to leave because he was a teacher and needed to get to school on time. The crash victim...
It's okay, I can handle it.
...took a picture of Villarreal's license plate. When police arrived at the middle school, they found his Jeep smashed in the parking lot. Police say Villarreal admitted to driving his kid to school earlier that morning and also admitted to crashing soon after. An officer administered 4 different field sobriety tests. Prosecutors say he failed all of them, including counting and walking. The school's principal asked police to search his office, and they found alcohol in the office.
When you take a breathalyzer test and it says 1 person at a time, you know you're way over the limit.
In court, Commissioner David Herring could not believe Villarreal was that drunk all before 8 o'clock in the morning. He said, people don't get to a .40 overnight. Most people are incapacitated and don't make it. Technically speaking, sir, you could have been dead at .40.
It indicates commitment.
Prosecutors charged Villarreal with operating a motor vehicle while under the influence and a child in the car and operating while intoxicated, causing injury. But that dude was like blackout drunk and went to work. Wow. A husband in India has admitted to killing and cooking his wife following a heated argument, but cops have let him walk free. Guru Murthy told the police that he had slaughtered his wife, Venkata Madhavi, who had been reported missing since January 16th.
Normally we'd put you in jail, but this is delicious.
Oh my gosh. The retired soldier told authorities that he had killed his wife of 13 years after slamming her against a wall, which resulted in instant death. Guru Murthy, a father of 2, then claimed to have dismembered her corpse using a kitchen knife before boiling the body parts.
Case, should use an air fryer.
Yeah, right?
Guru Murthy told cops that he had placed her limbs in a pressure cooker for 5 to 6 hours and used a pestle and mortar to grind down her bones.
That's a lot of work.
He is then said to have thrown the remaining flesh and powdered bones into a lake. Police seized potential evidence, including a pressure cooker, a kettle, and knives from the apartment where the butchering is believed to have taken place. Forensic teams, as well as a dog unit, have searched around the lake for remains, but so far have emerged unsuccessful in their attempts. And a police spokesman said, "We cannot rely on mere allegations. We are collecting all technical and scientific evidence. The case is being investigated." As police continued to interrogate Guru Murthy, they said he may have killed Madhavi in a fit of rage and did everything possible to avoid the crime being detected. They said, "As of now, we don't have any reason to believe that it was a premeditated crime. It seems a result of a petty quarrel."
Well, certainly the recipe involves some sort of premeditation.
"We are questioning the suspect, and we have not recovered any body parts. We do not have enough clues," they said.
Wow.
Guru Murthy said he told police that she had left home in a fit of rage after a quarrel between the two of them on the morning of January 26th. But during their investigation, police grew suspicious of the husband, and they sifted through footage. And while they showed her entering the house on January 15th, she was not seen leaving the house in the next 2 days.
Maybe this is a stupid question, but did they check the fridge for leftovers?
I don't know if they did that or not, so we'll see. Visitors to Queensland's Kagari Fraser Island will see more rangers patrolling popular spots after 2 children were bitten by dingoes in the lead up to the Australian day-long weekend.
Dingoes.
It comes after 2 other high-risk tourist interactions with dingoes in just over a week. Rangers said a 2-year-old child was bitten on the leg by a dingo in the car park near Lake Mackenzie on Sunday, a swimming spot that attracts many tourists. The child was given first aid by on-site rangers.
Are dingoes routinely aggressive? Because obviously there's Cry in the Dark, that story. The Meryl Streep played the woman and stole the baby. But are they aggressive?
I think they
by
are.
nature.
I think they can be, and I think they like work in packs and stuff like that.
These darn dingoes.
On Thursday, rangers reported a dingo charged at 2 children, aged 4 and 12, who were swimming in the shallow waters of Lake Mackenzie. The tagged dingo, which was already being monitored by rangers, bit the 4-year-old on the left shoulder and caused superficial lacerations. Rangers said while the child's mother rushed to pick him up, the father yelled and chased the dingo away, but it did not deter the animal from continuing to loiter around the family. On the same day, a dingo lunged at a child walking with her family along a stretch of beach on the western side of the island. And while the 3-year-old girl's parents were able to lift her to safety, spectators from a nearby boat rushed to her aid and attempted to scare off the dingo with a kayak paddle.
Kayak.
A kayak paddle. All right, and there you go. That's where we will end the bizarre file. All right, Kathy.
Yeah.
I know I spit on you this morning, but can you please do me a favor and get a number caller for a secret text word, please?
You like larger numbers?
Yeah.
Caller number 2.
Oh, I knew it. Okay. 215-263-WMMR. Caller number 200. No, caller number 2, 215-263-WMMR. We'll see if you know the secret text word, but be back in a moment.
Preston and Steve.
The dog mask craze, I say, shut up. We're just having fun. You know what I mean? I'm totally contradicting myself.
He's admitting the hypocrisy here.
Yeah.
So you're saying on a completely visceral level, and you don't understand it.
Right.
Is it all just based on the fact that you think this song sucks?
Yeah, I think.
When I think it's brilliant?
Well, all right. So I think I'm mad about the song because it was presented to me, and I believe it was presented to me on Twitter like, dude, this is great.
What do you mean? It was posted.
No, yeah, but it was somebody sent it to me.
Oh.
So somebody added me, and they're like,
as in-
this is great. And I was expecting it to be like this awesome song, and then I click on it,
That's not their fault. It's the person who sent it to you.
I think what they meant by this is great is look at this older couple having fun. That's probably what it means.
Fly all the way up.
Yeah.
Fly all the way up.
Did you see?
Fly all the way up.
I love that.
Fly all the way up.
Yeah.
Come on, Eagles,
wanna
do
hear
your
his.
thing. We need a Super Bowl ring. Fly all the way up.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it. Wait, it's not even a whole yes.
It's like this.
Well,
It's like, yeah.
I'm on camera too.
it almost sounds like a someone from Maine. Fly
Fly all the way up.
Yeah. Can we have some goddamn dinner now?
We should try and start a new chant. I think this one is
S-E-A-G. No, not Seagull?
No, not seagulls. No, fly all the way up.
Fly all the way up.
Yeah.
Fly all the way up.
Hang on, we have the actual.
Fly all
You've
the
come
way
around
up.
on this, haven't you?
We have the.
Fly all the way up.
I think we have the song that that inspired the
Come
whole thing.
on, Eagles, do your thing. We need a Super Bowl ring.
Wait, here's
Fly all the way up.
Best part.
Yeah. I love it. It's just, I've been with this woman for 33 years, and every day is a living hell.
Here we go.
Shorty, what you want? I got what you need. I'm all the way up. I'm all the way up. I'm all the way up. All the way up.
I hear his part now.
I'm all the way up.
All right, so that's what it came from.
I hear his part now.
Yeah.
Oh.
What? Is the dinner ready? Yeah. They're an adorable couple. They're having a blast. Yeah.
Well, I actually think that is the guy filming. The guy in the background. I don't think he
Doesn't ever
does
say anything.
I don't think he does
He
anything.
is dancing.
He is dancing. Yes.
Yeah.
He's got some moves.
Is this song done now? Did we win the Super Bowl yet?
Have you seen these tattoos that people will get of waveforms?
Of what now?
And you can use an app on your phone that reads the waveform and actually plays your tattoo. A gal got a tattoo, a waveform tattoo of the last voicemail that her grandmother left her before she died.
That's freaking wild.
And it was like, hey, honey, just want to call and say hi. All right, I'll talk to you later, something like that. And so she took the digital waveform, which any digital audio equipment, you visually see a waveform, and they managed to tattoo it. Here's a video of it up here on the monitor here, Steve. And they tattoo it on their skin, and then you hold this app up to it, and it reads it and plays it. How
in their voice?
In their voice.
Shut.
Because the waveform is precise to the to the
tonal quality of the voice.
And it's amazing. Now, my question is how long is that going to last? That tattoo is eventually going to, bleed a little bit in the size.
Hi, sweetie. I just called you.
But
now I regret getting that tattoo.
But it's pretty amazing.
Probably should have watched my weight.
Yeah.
Hi, sweetie. It's Grandma talking.
A stretch mark for us.
Yeah, put it in a spot that's not, put it like on your gut or anything.
Yeah,
like that.
something that's not going to expand or contract over time.
Isn't that cool?
That is cool. Talk about a tattoo that has some meaning.
Yeah.
And that can be converted to the audio is very cool. Even still, just a visual representation of your loved one's voice.
I just don't understand how that works, how it's their actual voice and not, do you know what I mean? Like,
because the waveform is now it may be what happens is, I don't know the specifics. In the perfect scenario, the waveform represents exactly all the tonal aspects of what it's representing. However, maybe what it does is the app plays it back through a stored recording that matches that waveform.
Let's find out. I'm looking it up right now.
Because it almost seems...
Where are my cookies?
Yeah, it almost seems impossible. And you want them, the waveform to stay in their best.
Right, yeah.
I have to piss.
It's great hearing him again.
You don't want me dead. Okay, you can have my money, you blood-sucking bastards.
I also like to look at animated feature film because we watch a lot of animated movies in my house. The Boss Baby. Nick, you liked that, didn't you?
I did. Yeah.
I saw it. It's funny. It's funny for adults.
Yeah.
The Breadwinner.
Oh, is that one of those lame ones?
And from Czechoslovakia, the Breadwinner.
I didn't know you spoke Czech.
They show a clip or something. You don't even know what it is.
It's the Czech Republic now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or the cashier's
But
Czech
Steve's
Republic.
right. This is a headstrong young girl from Afghanistan. She disguises herself as a boy and blah, 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 blah.
All right, the Breadwinner.
Because she wants to learn and then go to school and go to college and have a life. Shut up.
Okay.
Kathy, Coco's on here.
Yay, that was so good. I loved it.
Yay. That was so good.
I like two chickens to Coco, please.
Really? Celsius?
It's I think you need the photosensitive screening.
It's fine. I hate myself.
I like Coco.
So Coco's on there.
It was very good.
Ferdinand, which none of us have seen.
It's John Cena doing the voice of the Ferdinand the Bull.
I would like to see that. And then Loving Vincent. That's got to be another one of those, right?
Yep.
From Romania, Loving Vincent.
Get that bear.
It's about Vincent Van Gogh?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, it sounds like our great cartoon.
Boring.
Yeah. Maybe one of the guys from The Bachelor would be there.
Yeah.
I love it.
I love you. I cut my ear off.
Saoirse Ronan's in that too.
He has a talking cat.
I love it.
Oh, this is rotoscoped. So the process of rotoscoping is taking live film and coloring it in.
Yeah.
It's not even animation. Shut up.
All right, stop me on a category that you care about. All right, foreign language film editing, production design, costume design.
Ooh.
She's back.
Ooh, I say Coco.
All right, here we go. Beauty and the Beast.
You know what?
They had great outfits in there.
I was a sucker for that. But did you see it?
I didn't see it. No,
Kathy,
I didn't see it.
I was not, I wouldn't say I was resisting it, but I'm like, how are they going to improve on the original French version?
Right.
And then the animated version. They did a great job.
All right, so this is a costume design. Darkest Hour, Phantom Thread, Why does it have an L there? It's The Shape of Water.
The Shape of Elvis.
No, it was L, The Shape of Water.
Okay.
And Victoria and Abdul. I don't know that one.
That's the Queen Victoria goes to like
right.
Iran or something.
Okay. Makeup and hairstyling.
Nah.
Original score.
Yes, yes.
And,
Michael Giacchino.
Michael Giacchino has anything on here. I don't know.
He did Coco.
Coco. And now, ladies and gentlemen, from the Preston and Steve Show in Philadelphia, Kathy Romano.
The world of animation is a wonderful world.
All right. Here are the original score. Dunkirk. Lisa Marie Presley.
Wow.
Lisa Marie turns 50 years old.
That's right. That's little Lisa Marie.
Yeah, little.
It's okay. It's okay. She's 14.
Well, it was a different time.
It was a different time, man, when you could date a 14-year-old and have sex with a monkey in the room.
Well, this is his daughter. This is the king's daughter, Lisa Marie, not Scylla.
Scylla, yeah.
So
I get them all confused.
I know. But she is, she's turning 50 years old today, so it's a big one for her.
Now, she was married to Michael Jackson and Randy Keough.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
Who's Randy Keough?
I think
that guy. Or?
Danny Keough.
Danny Keough.
Yeah, and then she was also married to Nicolas Cage, and then she was married to a guy named Michael Lockwood, and
it's a whole morass of stuff.
Currently single.
She participated in probably one of the most awkward kisses ever televised, which was the MTV. And he said it wouldn't last. Look, I'm hetero.
It was so weird. It was so weird.
Look, I can kiss chicks. All right, here we go.
Let's just count down.
It took every bit of effort.
Your little boy, your little boy, your little boy.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
I did it.
Oh, Jesus. That's what's going through his head.
Your little boy, your little boy, your little boy, your little boy. Your little... I did it.
You donked it. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, Lord.
They said it wouldn't last. In your face. I'm a little boy forever.
Has she ever said anything?
She says, she actually says it was a good relationship, like a regular relationship. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That's how he powers through.
Your little boy, your little boy.
All right, here you go. Your little boy, your little boy, your little boy, your little boy.
All right, jeez.
It's like when we were eating the surströmming.
Yeah, you're like,
all right.
This is prime rib. This is prime rib.
And there's only one waterbed store in New Jersey. And they have, I'm looking up the pricing, but it's conveniently located near Route 1 and 287.
That's when you call it.
Yes, hello?
Okay.
Dear God. Yes, hello? What? That's a pizza place. You got the wrong number.
Hang on, let me.
What about you? Yes, hello, can I help you? Yes, Blue Night. Yes, we have them, and we're open.
It's like,
yes, hello.
I don't think I've ever heard you yell into that filtered microphone for it.
Go ahead, kid.
He's looking for it. Hang on a second.
Yes, hello. Yes, waterbeds, we have them. Waterbeds, hello. You're the receiver.
You know, falling out of a...
Yes, hello.
Wait a minute. Do it with the receiver.
All right,
Here we go. All right.
Yes, hello. Yes, waterbeds, we got them.
I don't know. That's got to be a lonely gig.
I grew up, where in St. Louis there was a place called the Waterbed Store, and it was they had several locations around the city and everything.
Yes, hello. Yeah, who is it? What? No, wrong number.
Damn it. They sell them on Amazon.
Please stand, please. Yes, we're open. You just say, I'll come to you.
Is this the Waterbed Store?
Don't even drive here. I'll come to you. Where are you?
Jim, I'm going to go to Jim, uses a waterbed still. Hey, Jim, how you doing, man?
Good. How are you? Gadzooks.
Gadzooks. What's up, buddy?
Yeah, I own a waterbed. I use it every night.
Oh, no, we're talking about waterbeds, not waterbeds.
Different product.
Different product.
What is
Jim,
that?
how long have you had it?
20 years.
Yeah, Jim, is that you? You want to buy another one? Jim!
Text word winner. We were looking for caller number 2 today. What a number. We're going to go to Frank and see if he happens to know what it is. Hey, Frank. Morning, bud.
Good morning.
All right, Frank, what is the secret text word, please?
I believe it is hammer.
Hammer. And nail. 9-inch nail. You got it. Hang on a second, Frank. We are going to give you tickets as MMR Rocks 9-inch nails. The Peel It Back Tour, Wednesday, August 27th at the Wells Fargo Center. Tickets go on sale today at noon. By the way, Ticketmaster.com. Our random texter who checked in is Eric Risch, who is from Phoenixville. So same thing. Get tickets to see 9-inch nails, the Peel It Back Tour, Wednesday, August 27th at the Wells Fargo Center. Let's give something else away. And now, tickets to the MM Barbecue. We're going ticket crazy here. And if you can answer this question, you can win the tickets. And the question we have for you is, what is Steven Singer's instrument that he performs on 215-263-WMMR? He performed here
He
on
did.
the air
It was
this
amazing.
morning. If you were listening during the Steven and the Singer segment, Steve had mentioned that Steven plays an instrument. What instrument specifically is that? 215-263-WMMR. If you know the answer, give us a call.
The trash business is a gold mine. 93.3 WMMR with Preston and Steve's Hollywood Trash.
All right, we'll get some stories, and then we'll get the winner. Steve, what's going on this morning?
Yes, rapper Trey the Truth telling TMZ that his ex Heather Cuevas tried to convince their daughter, named Truth, that he wants nothing to do with her. Truth says the truth will prevail if Truth hears the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Oh, my God.
Deadline reporting that Nicole Kidman and Sandra Bullock have hired a writer and director for the sequel to their movie Practical Magic. Kidman says she and Bullock wanted to strike while the iron was hot 27 years ago.
Oh, my God.
And finally, Mississippi Senator Bradford Blackman proposing a bill to effectively ban self-pleasuring for men. As for women, Blackman says they are free to, quote, flick that bean like Charlie Sheen. And that's your Hollywood Trash.
All right, let's see if you know the answer to this question. What instrument does Steven Singer play? 215-263-WMMR. We'll go to Heath and see if we can get a winner. Hey, Heath, what's going on, bud?
Hey, bitches.
Hey, what? All right, Heath, what instrument does Steven Singer play?
The unplugged electric keyboard.
Yes. That's correct. Hang on, Heath. Got yourself tickets to go to the MM Barbecue Saturday, May 10th, Freedom Mortgage Pavilion. Lawn tickets start at just $25. First half of the show is general admission, so you can get up and close. Any of the tickets for the first 4 bands, you can get up there. And 8 great bands, including Alice in Chains, 3 Days Grace, the Preston and Steve side stage. Tickets are on sale now, and all the information is available at WMMR.com.
Now, Preston and Steve's Music News on 93.3 WMMR.
All right, we'll begin with Dave Matthews Band. They've announced the dates for their 2025 Spring and Summer Tour, and they will kick things off in a big way April 27th with a show that's going to be at the New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Festival. Then they're going to make stops in around 20 different cities, plus a show in Sao Paulo, Brazil, at the Best of Blues and Rock Festival in June. They will be coming to Philadelphia at the Freedom Mortgage Pavilion on July 25th and 26th. And the band has pledged, by the way, $500,000 to support California wildlife relief efforts. And Dave will do a joint set with John Mayer at the Fire Aid Benefit Concert tomorrow at the Kia Forum. By the way, general sale tickets go on sale February 21st. You got a little bit of time. That'll be 10 a.m., and that will be for the shows at Freedom Mortgage Pavilion, July 25th and 26th. So Dave and company back in town. Always a great time.
So, Nick.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Do you think I think we're systematically, and I know you're spearheading efforts to chip away at getting eventually somebody, a Carter or even Dave himself.
I want to get Dave.
Yeah, both. I mean, I want to get Carter for Preston, and I want to get Dave for me so I can hold him and look into his eyes. But
beautiful.
It's kind of cool because they're ending that leg of the tour in Camden. So it's a Friday show and a Saturday show, and then they're going back out to the Gorge in Washington. I'd like to try to get back to that. That's Labor Day weekend. But yeah, man, Jeff Coffin was in here last year, and he had a great time, and we've chatted with him a couple times since. And the answer to your question is yes. We did something similar with Eddie Vedder, and it just took a long time of kind of like circling. And you start with Stone Gossard and get to McCready and Jeff Amen, and then eventually you whittle it down.
The challenge is
a good reference if you want.
The challenge is the show being on Friday, Saturday is they won't get in town till Friday. Well, they might get in Thursday. I don't know. Or Friday. If they get in, it might not be early enough in the morning. The crew probably gets in, but the band might not get in till later. So maybe a Zoom or something like that would be great.
Absolutely.
So we'll see about that. The band.
He likes the idea.
The band Train has announced a new 2025 North American tour, and they're going to be playing Atlantic City, the Hard Rock Live. Tickets go on sale to the general public for that show this Friday, 10 a.m. So you can get those this week. And then the last story, and I thought this was kind of a fun one to add to music news. Anita Dobson has revealed that her husband and Queen guitarist Brian May is a huge collector of Star Wars memorabilia.
How about that?
The actor has been married to the guitarist for over 24 years and made the revelation in a new interview and shared that May has a collection of figures and ships inspired by the iconic franchise. By the way, May the 4th be with you.
Yes.
Dobson, who played Angie Watts in EastEnders in the UK, said that her partner frequently buys 2 of the same items related to sci-fi series, one for himself and then one for his grandchildren.
I read that he has millions of oysters for some reason.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just in keeping with the original.
Yeah.
Millions of voices.
That's all he eats.
Brian
Oh my
is...
God, I'm such a fan.
Brian is a collector of Star Wars toys, she said, and astronomical stuff, Queen stuff. He's a big collector. He buys a packaged one and one that he can have for the grandkids.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
And she said he's bought quite a lot. It eased off a bit as he's gone through life. His favorite is the little green guy. He loves Yoda. And she added that he also loves to collect things relating to prehistoric creatures. And she said, I've always thought that I've got to have a clear out, and a lot of my clothes can go to the local hospice, but there's so much stuff. And the way that I look at it, my husband is a hoarder, and I'm a semi-hoarder. Dobson said that he has a collection of Queen memorabilia, too, including past costumes that he wore on stage and at photo shoots, records, one-off releases, and more. But he's a big Star Wars collector guy, so I thought that was pretty cool. That's the last story I have in music news for you. We will take one more break, and when we get back, we'll get our letter of the day for the Word of the Week prize, and we'll wrap up the program and see what Pierre's got going on. Stay with us.
Preston and Steve.
I said to buy another one about 3 years ago and had to order it from California.
Okay.
Are you? Jim, is that you? Jim. He's the last Waterman owner.
Jim, is that you? Jim.
By the way, here's a text that says Jordan Woods is her best friend. How do you report on them all the time and not know this? I don't pay attention to
Yes, of
reports.
course.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
I just report this stuff.
Yeah, seriously.
Our goal is to not retain any of this.
At 6:58, we have forgotten everything about the job.
Absolutely. And that's the way it should
Well,
be.
Jordan Woods was never, ever spoken on this show.
What?
No, I don't know the name Jordan Woods either.
I'm sure at some time or another.
If I have, I think through therapy I was able to forget it.
But anyhow, as Kylie's baby news took over the internet, her mom, Chris, was whooping it up. Jesus Christ. At Chrissy Teigen and John Legend's house. Stop it. And they were watching the Super Bowl. But it looks like... Hold on. It looks like Jenner may have had too much fun. Teigen shared a shot of a broken table on Snapchat explaining that Jenner crashed into it.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Kris Jenner smashed into the table, apparently, and took it out while
Oh no, that's my favorite table.
That's while she was whooping.
Shelbyville, isn't it?
Whooping it up. Our next guest is an accomplished writer and director. A couple little things you may have heard of before, like Loopers and Star Wars Episode 8, The Last Jedi.
Yeah.
And you want me to play his case? There you go. Need a fanfare when we bring somebody on board. But he is here to promote the film Knives Out, which is star-studded, looks really, really cool. Please welcome writer and director Ryan Johnson.
Thank you.
Hey, Ryan, how are you?
I'm doing great, Preston. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, man. We're excited about this.
Tremendously.
We're fans of the murder mystery, the whodunits, and all that, and you just don't see them that often. And
this style, in the vein of Agatha Christie, and in the vein of 12 Little Indians, Murder on the Orient Express, the Hitchcock, that sort of stuff. And when they're done well, there's nothing like them. They just totally bring you in.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite genres, man. Like, I grew up reading Agatha Christie's books. I grew up reading like the movies based on them, and it's so much like everybody loves a good murder mystery, like a good whodunit, you know?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. And what also is one of the few that allows for great ensemble work.
Yes. Yeah. You got like a rogues gallery of suspects.
Yeah.
The idea with this movie was, let's do a star-studded cast. It's kind of like old school like that. Let's have it be so like everyone who pops up on screen, you're like, oh, it's that person.
Let me rattle off the names, okay, for those who may not be familiar. Christopher Plummer, Daniel Craig, Chris Evans, Jamie Lee Curtis, Michael Shannon, Toni Collette, Don Johnson, who's been doing some great stuff.
The Watchmen.
Yeah.
Frank Oz, even.
Yeah, we got Frank in there.
Awesome.
Christopher Plummer.
The
great Christopher Plummer.
The legend, yeah.
And it's exactly, also you get a chance to, with a cast like that, and Jamie Lee Curtis, I think, I remember when I first saw the original Murder on the Orient Express, and that actually got me reading Agatha Christie. You can high concept characters a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. They're just on the verge of caricature. You can really, and that's the thing with this. It's a fun movie, and the cast, all of these stars, they just showed up ready to play.
I love
they're having a blast,
I love Daniel Craig. And Chris Evans looks to be.
He's playing a jerk. He's playing a real jerk.
And savoring. Everyone seems to say Michael Shannon is super intense, and yet he gets to.
Oh, he's having fun. Daniel Craig. If you just know him from the Bond movies, you would think he's a really serious, intense guy. He is so much fun in real life. He's like a blast, and he's having a ball in this movie.
So what's it like? I would imagine you have scenes where everybody's in it at the same time.
Those are my favorite ones.
What's that got to be like? That where in between takes where these people are just kind of it's got to be fun.
It was a party, man.
Yeah.
And also, we shot in a house in Massachusetts. It's like in a murder mystery mansion, but we were in like a real house, and so everyone liked each other. And in between takes, people wouldn't like go back to their trailers and get on their cell phones. They would all go down in the basement of this house, like around the pool table, and hang out.
Exactly what you want.
It was like summer camp for movie stars. It was great. It was really fun.
So,
and I think you can see on screen how much fun everyone's having.
The conceit is a celebrated writer, 85 years old, I guess.
Plummer,
He's having a birthday. The family's a little disenfranchised. He wants to bring them together, reunite them. And in classic fashion, he ends up dead.
Yep.
And and then you have your but all the tropes that should be there are there. You know.
Yeah. In a lot of ways, it's very traditional. Yeah, exactly. But then it also throws some curveballs at you. And the big thing it does, a lot of times when you see Agatha Christie adaptations, I mean, I love them dearly, but they're period pieces.
Yeah.
This is set today. It's modern,
I love that.
and all the characters are modern types, and so it's very much updated for 2019.
And you're inherently you have a good sense of humor, and you see it permeate all your work. And I think a lot of times people forget that the original Agatha Christie stuff and the original Hitchcock always had a sense of humor.
Oh yeah.
I remember there's a scene in Frenzy, the movie Frenzy, where they're sitting having a meal, and the meal is supposed to be analogous to the, and it's just funny, and all that stuff works, and that makes it even more, to see.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, and Poirot, Christie's Detective Poirot. When Peter Ustinov, he's my favorite Poirot.
I think you're right.
Back in the day, and he got the clownishness of him.
I think Albert Finney was a little hard to understand.
I love him. He's going all out, man. But I mean, I think Branagh's Poirot is terrific.
Yeah.
But Ustinov and David Suchet is terrific. Ustinov is my favorite, though. And there's something funny about they're having fun with these characters.
Oh yeah.
Well, Steve had mentioned a movie the other day that I loved, and I run into very few people who remember it, but was Murder by Death. Do you remember?
Oh God, yeah, of course.
Such a hilarious movie. Now it's a little more slapstick,
Yeah. Neil Simon wrote it. It's like it's more like Clue. It's more like a parody.
Right, and he was a fan. He was a fan of that. So your one of your works, which I love, is Brick, which is everyone always says a Dashiell Hammett sort of vibe to it, with the sharp dialogue and everything. I mean, this is great stuff that doesn't get exercised a lot.
Yeah, it's fun to go back. I mean, I don't know. These are genres that I grew up just like loving, And so the idea is to get the essential pleasure of what everyone loves about them, but then, hopefully throw some stuff at you that you haven't seen in them before too. So it feels a little, feels like you are also on a ride and you're not quite sure what's going to happen next.
And the story written by you?
Yeah.
And so this is a completely original?
Yeah, this is an original whodunit, yeah.
Okay, so do you start at the end and work your way back?
I start way zoomed back. I start just thinking about the shape of the whole thing.
Okay.
But I need to have that. I need to have the whole thing. I couldn't start writing at the beginning and find my way through. I need to have the whole shape in my head before I sit down.
I think you would have to. And there's a certain, the people who have done it the best, I think, approach it that way.
Yeah.
Because it allows you to keep tagging things on,
Yeah, and
MacGuffins and all that.
Well, when you get to the end of a good murder mystery, and you have the scene, one of my favorite types of scenes in all of fiction, where the detective lays the whole thing out, like in the library.
Yes,
which we have a really good one of those. It's like, and with that, you have to have laid the groundwork, because it's only satisfying if you feel like, oh yeah, that thing. Oh yeah, if you recognize each of them and it's paying something off.
Did you have someone fact check and make sure that what you did was legitimate?
You know who was the best at that on set? Chris Evans. He would bust my balls, man. He would come up in between every take and like, I was just noticed this, and then every time my heart would clench up because I was like, oh no, he caught me, and then I realized, oh no, it's because of this, and I would explain to him. I got away with it with him.
That's a sign of a good mystery, because
you gotta check out.
Wait a minute, and no, you know what I mean?
Out.
Yeah.
I love it, and the critical response has been sensational. And it's got to make you feel good when you invest time in something you love. Not that it's everything, but it's something.
I'll tell you, the bigger thing is this is like a movie to be seen with an audience, and the audience it's been playing really well.
Our good friends in Dirty Honey 93.3 WMMR. They've done the MMRQ a couple times. Great band live. Amazing. The song is called Don't Put Out the Fire. It's 10:35 and the Preston and Steve show on a Wednesday morning, coming to a close. Temperature-wise, mild today, about 50 degrees, our high temp, and we'll see mainly mix of sun and clouds. Tomorrow, sunshine, 43, and then Friday, 51 again, but we do have some rain coming in. Supposedly, we need it, so that'll be good for us, and then back down to 38 as our high on Saturday, so a little bit of a chilly weekend. Today was fun. I would like to thank Steven Singer for coming by this morning, and he brought loads of stuff to give away. He always brings way more than they initially say he's going to bring.
He doubled our expectations of what he was going to give to the winners, and knocked it out of the park, man.
Yep. And speaking of knocking out of the park, Kyle Mack and Michael Ian came in and performed love songs that they didn't use any of the original lyrics. The only thing that Kyle sang was the name Steven Singer over and over and over. And it was wonderful.
You know how it was difficult when he asked us to sing along?
Yeah.
I was thinking, what's the phrasing going to be on Steven Singer for this lyric?
Yep, you just got to try it out. And they're in a really cool tribute act called Minute by Minute and celebrating the music of Michael McDonald. You can check out their website, which is minutebyminutelive.com, and rave reviews for that band and their performances. So, but I think that's all the thank yous to do. So I guess we need to do the letter of the day. You got it?
I got you.
All right.
Preston and Steve on 93.3 WMMR.
Now, the Daily Letter.
And the Preston and Steve show is brought to you today by the letter
S, as in scrumptious.
And we have 2 more letters to get. Then we give away a 4-pack of tickets to see the Tasties soiree on Sunday. The ceremony itself is sold out, but tickets are available for the party. And that features food and drinks from over 30 of Philly's best restaurants and spirit companies, plus immersive room experiences from Patron Tequila and Illegal Mezcal and a Tito's Vodka Puppy Lounge. The Tasties Soiree starts at 7 p.m. this Sunday, February 2nd. Go to deliciouscitypodcast.com for tickets. And, of course, that's Marissa's podcast. She does this wonderful food program. So we'll give that away on Friday, which is rapidly approaching, thank God. I would like to thank our sponsors. Preston and Steve Show is brought to you today by Dunkin'. And the Preston and Steve Show runs on Dunkin'. Also brought to you by Acme Markets Fresh Foods, local flavors. Tomorrow on our program, we will talk to Rob McElhenney.
Yeah.
Rob is checking in to talk about Mythic Quest, but I mean, we're talking birds for sure.
He's out of his mind.
Comedian Justin Silva will be joining us as well, and we'll see what else we can get into on Thursday morning. That's it. We are done. Rage on. Have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow, friend. Bye-bye.
Preston and Steve.